Okay. What? How are we going to combine? How are you going to combine? How are we going to combine?
Well, you can go to the page where I'm streaming and log in. Whoa, huge bird. So it says that it's streaming to YouTube now. I'm going to try to do it on Facebook at the same time. Okay, so it says new live, yeah. Topless, topics, live stream. Let's read.
So when I get a little CC, I can hear your game on half-time. Your music is so much louder.
Are you streaming to an audience?
No, I'm not. But I have my volume at 4, which I can barely hear. And I know you barely hear. Obviously, that's enough bother you. Little irritating. You haven't even started yet, and you yell at us. Oh, and you're talking. I've been playing this for months. You haven't even started. I'm leaving. Let's go. Can I take link?
Can I show him to the audience first?
No. I'm either taking him now or you're. I'm a little irritated at you the way you're acting.
And I feel like you are really not in a place to be mad at me. It's not the same. And by the way, I'm streaming right now.
Hi,
You're not on this account. I know, I don't care. Honey, I've been planning this for over a month. It's not just that I can hear the game, it's that I decided that you needed to play games right now.
That's why I'm leaving now.
Okay, I don't want you to be mad. I just don't understand why you decided that you had to be able to play games when I was trying to stream. Can we have a discussion about not streaming?
Can I take a baby now? Yeah, we're going to walk with him.
Well, I'm trying to type and I can't or whatever. I don't know if you can see this right now, but I am not allowed to take the baby anymore. So, there you go.
Hi, Lily. Daddy's screen.
That was fun. They're in Mom's place.
Okay.
Now I'm back in here to read all the email that has been asked since the last time. Oh, I can't put a comma.
So I go to one along to
And then W or whatever. We use these tags. Okay. What is this continuous live? No, we're not going to do more than 4 hours. It'd be crazy. So that was fun and awkward. Let's see. I'm still setting this up. I haven't done a live stream in a very long time, and I have not done a simultaneous live stream. Oh, whoops, that's not what I want. Wrong thing. This one. Logitech. There you go. Layout. Okay. So trying to figure out how we can make more of this available. There. Now I want to see if I can find the chat window. Like 20 things open. Okay, so I don't even know what the URL is. What is the URL right now? No, that's not what I'm signed into. I'm supposed to be signed into freaking topics. There it is. Oh my god, I have so many freaking accounts. You know, the funny thing is when I joined YouTube 4 years ago, at the start of YouTube, when I first joined YouTube, Is it working? Am I live streaming? Yay! I got the page. So anyway, when I how do I look at the comments? What is the page to go see my live stream? Okay, let's try this. Oh, I gotta fix my thingy. My armrest. It's leaking everywhere. Okay. I wanna go to my page. Freaking YouTube changed their layout again. Oh my god. View channel. There we go. So I'm streaming right now. I don't know how to go to my page. Let's see. View as returning subscriber. There we go. They should not make it that complicated. Okay, there we go. Now we can see the comments. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, obviously YouTube's comments is going to be like 90% garbage. Oh, GRG is here already to block the assholes. So thank you, Gerg, for your work. So let's see, we're going to have this window, and then we're going to have another one for feedback. And then we'll try to have them both open and glance at the comments as we look at hate mail together. So now I gotta figure out how to go to that page. Did it start? It is live now! Hooray! So how do I? Did it start? Whoa! Mute. Can I pause it? Is there a way to pause it? Really? Can I not pause? As you can tell, I've totally never done this before. Pause Facebook Live. Like I feel like it should be really obvious. There should be a pause button on here. There's not a pause button. Stop playing. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll just let it play. And I don't know. Someone post a comment. Someone comment on the Facebook stream so I know it's updating live. See, I don't know if that's a comment on the video or on the link to the video. That's what's so complicated about streaming nowadays. Anyway, yeah, my speakers are off. I'm figuring this out. So I'm gonna add view of the chat over here. So there's the YouTube chat. And what is black? Why aren't you? What? Why aren't you showing the chat? I did kill my speakers. They're not on. I think I probably have two. Yeah, forget that. We just want to move the chat. Let's see if I turn that off. Sorry, I was hoping to have more time to set all this stuff up, but as you who were here right when I started witness, I had a lovely domestic disagreement with my husband, who decided that he really had to play 7 days right behind me using the same internet, even though I told him about his live stream literally a month ago, and he's just like, what? You didn't tell me. I'm like, yes, I fucking did. But you know what? We are moving to the new house next Wednesday. I want to say next week, but it's sooner than that. while I won't have my own recording area or whatever, I'm going to have my computer in the bedroom or whatever, which is unfortunately where his computer's going to be too. At least it'll be a lot easier to move his computer to the living room, and I can shut the door and have a little bit of privacy. And I can also go into the backyard to record out there, at least once we get the fence built, because right now half the fence back there you can see straight into the neighbors' yards. Whoops, wrong one. And you know, I don't care about sitting out there naked, but unfortunately a lot of people do, and I just don't want to deal with them, especially to see the baby and be like, oh my god, you're abusing the baby. Okay, so right, I was gonna make sure that there's no more echo. Abusing the baby. So I don't hear an echo from that. Echo. Oh, that's the old stuff. Okay. I'm gonna try to do it on Facebook at the same time. Okay, so no. Right, I was gonna make sure that there's no. Okay, good. I don't hear any more echo. Does anyone else hear any more echo? I don't hear any more echo. It's really hard to keep track of the chat in Yahoo. YouTube. Yeah, it's really hard to keep track of the chat in YouTube because there's a million people writing it all super fast. So I'm going to try to keep track of what you guys are saying. Okay, let's see. Is there anything here that's not complete garbage? I like this, like message deleted, message deleted, message deleted. Okay, so serious echo. Oh yeah, I have to comment too. So people who are not aware. Okay. Am I logged into the right account? Yeah, okay, cool. So I just finally got it set up. It took me a little longer to set up than I realized it would, but I am currently live on both YouTube and on Facebook. So if you want to join in the Let's Read Hate Mail Together live stream, then you can either go to the youtube.com/topless topics, where there should be something about live now. Sounds like, you know, call girl good night, lewd night, not wow, nude lives now. Blech, I talk good. Or you can go to the Facebook page for Topless Topics, and there's one on either one. And I do have the chat windows open, but it's going by really fast, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to read the comments too much. But you know, I have some people moderating, so they're at least getting rid of the garbage people. So hopefully, just the people that are not here to troll and be assholes can hear. All right, see you there. So that's a video post. A lot of people for some reason are too impatient to actually listen to it to find the instructions. So I'm going to do a picture post after that. But first, let's see. Okay, Let's Read Hate Mail Together live stream. Oops. Is now live. Go to either place to watch. YouTube.com. Thank you for putting all those extra spaces in there, phone. Topless topics. Or what is the URL? Okay. Yeah, that's right. The Facebook page is actually Top Topics TV because Facebook wouldn't let me put topless in the title. And I made that page actually a long time ago, and I stopped updating it because I got tired of them constantly taking my post down and unpublishing, which is basically banning the page. The first time they did it, I was actually at a YouTuber thing that was set up by my, what do you call them? Whatever they're called, the groups where they like sign people up or whatever, for my gaming channel that I like basically let die because it was way too much work for not enough reward. But anyway, I was at a thing like that, and I got this email, and they were like, "We banned your page," and I was like, "Ah!" So I got really mad and stopped doing that. But then I realized, you know, a couple weeks ago that I can't afford to not use every avenue of self-promotion that I can, because I'm in this lovely middle zone, as I was complaining on Topless Topics Twitter, where I have just enough popularity that I get all these, you know, haters and whatnot who go through and report on my stuff, and, you know, YouTube and Twitter and everything like that, they're like, oh, someone reported it, automatically remove. So I'm getting, my stuff is constantly getting reported and banned, but I'm not famous enough to have some kind of protection, because, you know, like if you're like Donald Trump, say, or something like that, where you have a certain level of power and you're famous to the point where Twitter and YouTube and stuff know that if they did ban you, the fallout would be catastrophic, and or they are making a lot of money off of you. Then they don't touch you. Then you can, you know, grab Twitter by the pussy, basically. Anyway, so, okay. So let me post that. See you there. Exclamation point. And I'm going to select all, copy, post, and then let's do a picture form. And for the picture, I'm going to open up the image. Okay, so let me see if I can do this without showing you all my stuff. So that's the thing about streaming your desktop that's kind of scary and risky, is stuff pops up and it's like, I would be in conversations with my, you know, I'd be in like Skype calls with a client for graphic design, and it would be like, Topless Topics, and I'm like, don't look at that. I don't care, but unfortunately a lot of people, as you can tell, freak out about female nudity and automatically think it's porn. I mean, even if I did do porn, I'm not sure how it would in any way relate to me doing graphic design, but, you know, people are weird. They have really weird hangups. Okay, so thumbnails. All right, we gotta do the censored version, because this is for all the Instagrams and everything that are all like, oh my god, topless news. Okay. So there's the video post, and here's the picture version. Okay. There, I posted it as a video, and I posted it as a picture and a video. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna glance through the chat real quick, see if there's anything here worth reading. I wish that I could get it XSplit to let me keep the chat showing. Oops, that makes the chat go away. Okay. But for some reason, it seems like as soon as I try to add it, it shows up as a black box in XSplit. But that's okay. We don't care what other people have to say. Okay, so hi, how are you? There's a weird echo. Recommend you not lower down volume, dream sequence. Bulbos Plus. Are you using Studio? No, I'm using XSplit. Bulbos open. If that lies already getting permits comment. Yeah, of course. It's because it's YouTube. She is not porn. She does it for visionary purposes and equal rights for women. Well, that's a cool way of putting it, I guess. Luke, I am your father. Can't see what you type. Whatever it was, don't put it on. 7 days. Understandable. I know, the thing is, he's obsessed with that game. He plays it like fucking every hour of every day. It's insane. Like I played a lot of 7 days myself, and I'm just like, okay, let's play something else, maybe. Nope. All right, so we're in slow mode, and 5, and this is who you want to send queer kids stuff, and daddy mommy of 5 exists, and this is who you want to send hate to. Well, wait, so you're trying to send hate to queer kids channels? That's kind of not cool. Okay, so now all of a sudden the chat is like dead. Is this thing on? Okay, so it looks like since all the perverts have been banned, that the chat is now dead. So that's the fun part. Okay, let me try one more time. Facebook Live, how to see comments. Yeah. How do I comment on Facebook Live? Bookmarkable guide. Sponsor. Okay. I'm already broadcasting. So So camera review. Oh my god, I know all this stuff. I know all this stuff. Interact with viewers. Where can you see comments? You'll see time elapsed on the top left. Okay, so that's not really what I'm looking at. I don't know. Someone post something to the Facebook version here. Here's a link to the Facebook. I'm trying to figure out if it's live and just nobody's commenting or what. Because right now there's likes, but there's no comments, and that seems strange that there'd be no comments. At least the quality looks decent, so that's cool. It's so quiet. Usually when I'm streaming, I'm playing a game or something, but I don't really want to play music and get in trouble for copyright contact. I already kind of expect someone to report and get me taken down just because I normally do for the nipple stuff. I don't know, whatever. Let's get started. No comment box on Facebook. There doesn't make sense. Why would there not be a comment box? I don't know. I'll just put in a comment. If your Facebook live page isn't showing a comment box, you can comment on the YouTube page instead. There. Okay. You're not even seeing the live stream? I have it open. You have to scroll down a little bit. Hey Mom! Cool everyone! My mom's there with her full name on her account. That's a little, well, whatever. It's easy to find out my name. Okay, so we're just going to pretend it's all working and we're going to start. So, just so you know, the Gerg guy that is in the YouTube banning all the idiots and perverts who have apparently all left, has been running a program that automatically filters out a lot of garbage comments. So actually, a lot of the comments are not here anymore. He did send me a log of the comments, so let me look for that. If I can find it. Let me just look for log. That did not find it. Graham. Okay, there it is. Found it. It's called Everything. So, okay. So here is this attachment that has all the stuff that was added and filtered out, good and bad. So it says here, you know, added or gone. Gone is obviously deleted. Okay, I think you're a little bit zealous, Gerg. You didn't have to remove all these. I just want to remove the ones that are you know, you fucking horror, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so desexualize, and it will fail. I hope you realize that a lot of people are probably masturbate when watch your videos. Yeah, I know. That's cool. Thousands of exposed nipple videos removed. Well, you can't see videos that are removed. Maybe that's why you don't know about them. Why is that one gone? That one was actually in support of me. Yeah, so we'll figure that out in the future. Personally, I hate urinals. I don't like standing next to someone. I take a pee. My employer, blah, blah, blah. You know, we'll go through this another time because there's a lot of them. Let's just see the fresh ones. So I've put 2 videos up since my triumphant return to YouTube. I re-uploaded one that I'd actually uploaded while it was off. That I filmed with my mom, where it was basically about, you know, political stuff going on. The picture isn't readable. Oh, is the quality too bad, maybe? How can you support me? Well, it depends on why you want to support me, because if you're hoping for porn, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I maybe probably should do that really quick. While I have people here. for however long I have. So if you're just now hearing about Topless topics and you want to know what am I about, blah, 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 basically I'm a free the nipple advocate. I'm fighting for gender equality regardless of your apparent gender. So, you know, going to the beach or going for a jog or whatever, you see all these dudes with their shirts off, and it's not sexual, it's just, hey, it's hot, I'm going to take my shirt off. I mean, even if it's not hot, maybe you just feel comfortable without a shirt. And it just seems really bizarre that, you know, as far as we've come, I mean, obviously, we're not that far when you look at, you know, who's president, but as far as we've come, you know, with like legalizing LGBT marriage and all that stuff, that we still have this blatant hypocrisy where guys are allowed to go without a shirt and girls aren't. And you know, it's especially egregious when you look at, for instance, how trans people are treated. You know, you have trans people who present as one gender, but if people think that they look like, you know, think they look female, they aren't allowed to go without a shirt. Even if you're legally male, you know, I have a friend who's trans male, and he, you know, he hasn't had, I don't know the proper term, but he hasn't had gender reassignment, whatever you want to call it. So physically, you know, if you didn't know he was trans, you'd probably think, you know, female. But he is legally male. He has his ID say he's legally male. And so it's like, if we were to go to the beach together and both of us were taking our shirts off, you know, legally cops can't tell him to put a shirt on, but they can tell me to put a shirt on. And it's like, what? Like, who am I offending? Who freaking cares just because I'm female that all of a sudden my nipples are a problem? And, you know, it's not just a problem in real life. The part where it's really frustrating is on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr, Periscope, all these other ones that for whatever reason, because of corporate donors or just whatever reason, they're like, oh, this is porn. And it's infuriating because so many of them put in their guidelines, their community guidelines, is like only sexual content or pornography will be removed. And so it's like, when they ban my stuff, I'm like, how is this pornography? They won't reply usually. 90% of the time they won't reply. So anyway, it's just really frustrating that I basically have no power over all these companies that just decide, oh, we're going to ban your stuff. We don't care if it's totally sexist and backwards and, you know, makes absolutely no sense to do. We're just going to do it, and you're not famous enough for us to give a shit about your opinions on it. So I'm hoping, my hope is eternal, to get enough people to care about it that all of us can band together and be like, yo, can you not do this? Because it's really hypocritical and sexist and just not cool. Okay? You know, let's isn't it time to stop discriminating based on gender? I mean, we've made great strides, have a lot of work to do still, but we made great strides on not discriminating based on race. We're getting there with religion. I mean, Islamophobes aside, you know, we're getting there with LGBT, and yet for some reason between men and women, it's just like, oh, it's just accepted that, you know, women are porn. Women are sexual objects, and, you know, regardless of what you are trying to be as a woman, because I see your tits, therefore you're a pornographic object, and therefore you're not allowed to have your shirt off on TV or whatever. And if you want to know how my parents feel about that, ask my mom. She's watching right now. She's in the live stream. So yeah, it's a family friendly thing. So anyway, last thing before we dive into these comments. Currently, I am still on this, doing this, I don't want to call it charity drive, but that's the term that always pops into my head, of how do I can we turn slow mode off? Because I feel like it's making it really hard for people to talk. Let's see if there's a way. YouTube live, turn off slow mode. Manage live chat. 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 Pop out chat. I can pop out the chat. Maybe that'll help. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't see anything about turning off. So event owners are not subject to frequency. That's not helpful. I just see how to turn slow mode on. I don't see how to turn it off. Yeah, well, Okay, so anyway, I am currently in the process of trying to get enough money together to make a Topless Topics website, and the money goes to paying for the theme, paying the web coder for putting it together, and various other stuff, having resources to make the website better. Like I want to do more photo shoots. I want to eventually start traveling the country and doing interviews with all sorts of interesting people, both related to gender equality and just whatever other interesting stuff they're doing. And basically I want the two important things about having the website. The big one is not being so dependent on the artifices of that's not the word, but on the chimerical attitudes of social media websites. Like I said, they can just be like, you're porn, banned, and there's not anything I can do about that. So the hope is that with a website, while I am still going to be using like Vimeo to host the videos and stuff like that, because having the bandwidth to host my own videos will be insane, at least if Vimeo or something does suddenly, I mean, Vimeo's been pretty good, but literally everyone else has banned me at least once. Everyone, even Tumblr and Twitter, which is full of actual porn. Say like they banned my Twitter and I can't get it reinstated, then I can make a post on the Topless Topics website, be like, they banned my Twitter, so I made a new one. Go follow this new one, instead of everyone like having to search for it. Because even though I always try to keep the name Topless Topics or something nearby, people seem to have trouble going between the different social media platforms. So yeah, so that's goal number one for the website. Goal number two is to honestly just make it more professional, make it more like, I don't want to call it a business, but sort of like a nonprofit kind of thing, where like we have a goal, we have a record of past work we've done, something to show for when I contact people and I ask for an interview or something. I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm just some weirdo in my bedroom filming on the YouTube, which is like everybody nowadays. I want it to be something that I can like, print on a business card without being embarrassed. Because there's a lot of people out there, people I agree with, people I disagree with, but think have some important things to say, people who, maybe I want to hear their version of events because all I have is the demonified, internet hate machine version of them. And I think to make them feel more inclined to have interviews with me, I need to have something more professional to show them. So that's why I'm trying to make the website. Also, there's a lot more freedom for doing stuff like different kinds of content, having written stuff, having picture stuff or whatever, instead of having to post to like a million different pages as it is right now. Because literally the time I spend on Topless Topics right now is maybe like 20 to 30% filming and editing a video. All the rest of my time goes into the impossible task of trying to keep track of Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, blah, 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 blah. Like read all the comments and, make sure that when I post a video, it goes to all of them and everything. It's really complicated and time consuming. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So if you're interested in helping me make the whole Topless Topics website a reality, because I don't have a website yet, what I did is on the toplesstopics.tumblr.com, I made a couple of pages which have links on the left. So it has Topless Topics FAQ, everything you need to know about the Topless Topics website, by Topless Topics prints and merchandise, how to donate to insulting compliments. So the important one is everything you need to know about the Topless Topics website, which it's not very pretty because it's on Tumblr and there's not a whole bunch of options as far as how I can make it look. But I mean, there was like straight HTML coding, but I'm not that good at that. So anyway, this is just a temporary thing. So everything you need to know. So basically there's 3 ways that you can donate. If you want something physical in return for your, oh yeah, let me grab something. If you want something physical for your donation, I have a couple of things available right now. The first one, which I can't show you because they, oh my god, have female nipples in them, and I'm live streaming to Facebook and to YouTube, which both ban female nipples, is I have a couple of pictures from a photo shoot I did when I was 8 months pregnant with my son that I did with my husband, and that's just the only photo shoot I've done so far. My goal is to, once I have the website up and I have enough donations, to go out and find a good photographer who does artistic nudes and do more photo shoots in like a variety of settings, you know, out in nature or whatever. They will always be tasteful nudes. I will never do porn. I get really tired of saying that. And if you have a hard time judging between non-sexual nudity and porn, well, I would invite you to keep watching my videos, and hopefully that'll help elucidate you. But here's a good indicator. So I get all these comments, and like I was ranting about it on Instagram, I think yesterday or the day before. Stuff like, I want you to show me, okay, here, let's just open it up and I'll show you. I got a lovely comment from this guy who, who's like, I want you to face the camera with your something exposed. Here it is. Oh wait, no, that's the Periscope telling me that I broke the law and you violated the law. So I'm not using Periscope. That's a whole other thing. I considered making a fake, not a fake, but like a new Periscope account for today, and I just decided that it was too much. I don't want to deal with that right now. For one thing, I'm still pretty irritated at Periscope that they're gonna be like, that they specifically told me at the beginning, yes, we will allow free the nipple, you know, non-sexual female toplessness, just tag it free the nipple, and then they stopped following that. And when I said, why did you ban my account, when I finally got an answer from them, it was, you broke the law. It's like, but according to you, no, I didn't. You're just giving me a generic answer. So yeah, pissed at Periscope. I mean, they all ban me. They all ban me. But Periscope pretended to support it, and then they decided not to. Anyway, so if you need an example for what is a porn request and is not a tasteful nude, here's a perfect example. Love your video, but could you sell a print of you bending over backwards and showing your vagina and anal hole? I would love to see a print with your legs spread over as well. Blah, blah, blah. Told him to fuck off. And of course he replies, you know, why so mean? There's nothing wrong with a male respecting a woman's body and right to be naked by asking her in a respectful manner to share her nakedness, naturalness with him. I messed that up last time too. That's a request for porn. Do you understand now, class? That's yeah. I'm not gonna take pictures like that. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so okay, I guess there's no point in. Oh no, one person posted. Mick Rosler posted to Facebook, so I guess it is working. Okay, so yeah, that's an example of the kind of stuff I will not do. The kind of stuff I do want to do, again, I can't show you because I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook, who both hate women. It's literally just like ancient Greek stuff. Like, you know, I just went to OMSI, where Matthew Works has this Pompeii exhibit right now, where they have stuff from Pompeii, including some of the calcified bodies, which is horrifying. But anyway, and you know, you see these beautiful structures where it's like a naked woman holding a vase or something like that. And I have always found such things to be beautiful. You know, I was raised a nudist. I was raised to just see the human body as a human body. I don't like see any part of anyone's body and immediately be like, this is porn! Whereas a lot of other people see so much as a female nipple and they automatically think they're in the middle of a porno. Yeah, I always thought stuff like that was really beautiful. And so I would enjoy doing photo shoots like that, and also it would give me something to sell to make Topless Topics you know, self-funding enterprise. And you know, a lot of people, they concern told me like, well, people are going to buy this and masturbate to it. And you know, as I've said to people over and over, I can't control the actions of other people. If they're going to choose to, you know, do that to my stuff, like, I can't stop them. And the whole living my life in fear of what other people might do to what they see of me, I mean, that's like telling girls, you know, you can't wear short skirts because some guy might rape you. How about putting the onus of control, self-control, on the rapist, not on the girl? So yeah, you know, I can't stop people from looking at my stuff and deciding to masturbate. Yeah, dudes can get turned on by anything, exactly. Hey Gerg, if you have a second, can you see if there's a way to turn slow mode off? Because it's literally like, it still says slow mode on, and I just don't, like, we got rid of the asshole pervert, so I don't really understand why it's still on. That was crazy. That it was like a berserk people, and then it's just like bit. So whatever. I'm learning how to do this. Maybe next time I'll stream to Twitch and stuff like that. Next time we'll be in the new house, and I don't know what our internet speed is going to be, but we'll find out. But anyway, so back to this. So if you wanted to help me make Topless Topics website, oh, so you got a new person. Hey, you guys wanna fill in jigs on why my breasts are covered? Because I just repeated myself 90 times about how every single social media website has banned my accounts at least once for having any nipple showing. Yeah. So back to this. Yeah. So I'm gonna have more photo shoots done, but in the meantime, there's the pregnancy photo shoot up there. There's also I'm gonna be making this kind of thing, handmade seed bead bracelets. I've got this giant one that was like the prototype, and I can always change the colors. So you know, like if you have some favorite colors or whatever, let me know, and I'll try to accommodate you. I have another version I didn't finish in time for this stream, but it's a lot shorter. It just says it on top. It says it in 2 lines, Topless Topics. And then like I might do some other designs or whatever. These suckers take a long time to make though, so I'm not sure, because like this one took about 9 hours to make. So I would probably sell this for like 100, and I don't think anyone would ever buy that. So I'm working on making smaller ones and trying to set them for like $50. Honestly, it's more just to help support. Thank you, Gerg. It's just kind of a cool little, oh, I got a handmade bracelet from Cleo, Topless Topics, whatever, you know, thing. I do have ideas for a lot of other stuff I want to sell, like various t-shirt designs, not just like boring Topless Topic ones, but like funny ones with like pictures of stuff or whatever, and you know, bumper stickers and cups and stuff like that. But I really have to wait until I have more of a demand for that stuff, because it costs money to make them, and I know there's websites you can get them at cost, but the whole point is to make money for the website. So if I'm selling them at cost, then it kind of defeats the purpose. Anyway, so if you want something physical in your donation, go to the Etsy page. I think actually, yeah, I changed it so that all my actual pictures, whoop, not that top one, are censored. And so it's got various pictures available. The pictures themselves are not censored. I just had to make the listing censored. Or if you want to make a one-time donation without expecting a reward, I set up a campaign through Free Funder. Yes, I do have a Patreon, and I'm about to get to it actually, which is just this. It's just freefunder.com/campaign/create-topics-website. I also have links to it in the Twitter and stuff like that, and I'll retweet those out after I finish with this so that everyone can find it. Here, I'll post it to the chat. So we have that one. Oh, okay, it won't let me post a link. Yeah, it won't let me post it. Okay, so Free Funder. How can I do it? freefunder.com. There we go. YouTube really doesn't like people to use their service to like direct you to non-YouTube pages, so they make it really finicky about posting links to stuff. Anyway, so that's the thing for one-time donations if you want to, and I'm putting the goal at 500, which would be about the base amount to get a basic website up. The Etsy page is literally just I think it's just Topless Topics. Oops. Wow, that's really complicated. Yeah, it's just etsy.com. etsy.com/shop/topless topics. That's if you want to buy print, or I haven't even put the bracelets up there yet, but I will. I'll put them up as I make them. One of the videos I want to start doing, and maybe I'll just like live stream with the shirt on as I'm doing it, is as I make the seed beads necklaces. And then the last one is if you want to do a recurring Patreon donation, which you can cancel it, change the amount at any time. It's just patreon.com/topless topics. And webware support, .com. Okay, Patreon. And then anyway, yeah, so that one's just like if you want to do a monthly donation, but you can cancel it anytime. Basically, you sign up for it, and then at the end of the month, you're charged. So, yeah. So anyway, those 3 sources are how I'm trying to combine enough money to pay for a website pitch. I've made about 300 so far from the different sources. And part of that every month goes to Vimeo because I have to pay to host website. And right now I only have the 5 GB per week Vimeo account, which is only like 1 or 2 videos per week of decent quality. I do want to upgrade to the 20 GB per week, and then I can start doing a lot more different types of videos. Like I want to do game reviews, movie reviews, comic book reviews, product reviews, interviews with different kind of people. I thought maybe a weekly let's read through the comments, but not so much like this, but like I'll ahead of time curate some of the more interesting ones, and then we'll have a discussion about them. But yeah, that's all going to happen after we move, which is Wednesday. But then right after, we have family coming in, and also it's Lane's birthday, so probably the week after is when we'll start doing that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, so onto the comments. Finally, onto the comments. Okay, so edit, info, and settings. I don't have an edit page. Let's see. Is that under my... Whoops. Is that under my YouTube? Settings. I'm going to try it. I'm trying it. Settings. Info and settings. Oh, that's not it. Creator Studio. Is that it? No. I don't know where you're going to settings. Chat. I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? People are dumb. Okay. So we'll just, whatever. It's on slow. Sorry. YouTube, my live events. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. I know I can Google this stuff too, but I'm just trying to like not be too, this page is not available. Okay. Let's see. YouTube, my live events. Let's just Google that. YouTube live events. So somehow that one worked. Okay, so events, stream now. Is that what I want? No. There's no thing. Okay, there's the thing. Stream options. I don't want an added delay. Automatically block spam image. Limit post to every 5 seconds per person. Okay, so it's only 5 seconds. I thought it was like 20 seconds. Okay. So, never mind. We're fine. 5 seconds isn't too bad. Okay. So, we'll just leave it. Oh, so it is making it? Okay. Fine. I'll make it 0. Gotta reopen that page tab. As you can tell, like I keep saying, this is like my first time streaming to these different formats. So we got some growing pains. I'm just gonna disable slow chat. Okay. There. Now it should be off. Is it off? Slow motors chat is off. Chat away. Alright, cool. So, is anyone still watching? I'm just curious because it doesn't tell me like how many people are watching. So everyone that's watching, be like, here, like type here or something. Yeah, slow mode is just turned off. I should be wearing this. Yeah. And I can do a different type of hook ending. So like if you have a different kind of clasp that you prefer. Some clasps are ironically more expensive than others. Honestly, this part is the most expensive. The little clasp at the end, they're like $2 each. It's crazy. Anyway, 15 people watching. Okay, so that's weird. We had like so many people at the beginning, and then they all were like, "Oh, she's wearing a shirt." Bye. It's interesting. I figured it would be a test. It would be a test of, you know, if anyone actually cares about what I'm saying, or if they're only here to see tits. And that answers that. So thank you to those of you who are here. Okay, so this is my list of my videos from most recent or whatever. As you can tell, here's the one that YouTube banned on March 24th, or it was posted on March 24th. I don't know when they banned it. Soon after that. I still get people who are like, they don't ban videos. I'm like, dude, I have a fucking screenshot of every time they ban a video. What are you talking about? Anyway, so that's what started my 3-month boycott, because basically it takes 3 months for a community strike to go away. It used to be 6 months. I guess I should be glad for that. And if you get 3 strikes, your account gets disabled, deleted. So yeah, and they can disable your videos at any time for any reason. So that's always fun to have that threat hanging over you. And so, like, as I said, Gerg had a thing running that, like, took out most of the garbage comments. But hopefully a little bit have gathered up on the 2 that I posted since I came back. My thing ended on June 20th. That was my end of my 3-month ban. So this video, I figure the format we'll do is we'll go to the video, and I'm not going to play the whole video, but we'll go there, and then we'll just... they keep changing how it links. Yeah, so originally posted at vimeo.com/topless. So if you wanted to see the actual video without stupid pasties in the way, you can go to vimeo.com/topless. And that's how I'm going to do all my uploads. At least the better ones, I'm going to put... God, stupid fucking... It's like such BS stuff on the side. It's just like, why is that considered a linked video? Anyway, we have no control over that, by the way. So it's partially based on your tags, and it's partially based on the individual person's history of videos watched, and then it's also just based on YouTube deciding what they think is related. Actually, Game Theory did an interesting video about it. He was specifically talking about like fidget spinners or whatever, but he was talking about like how YouTube algorithms decide what to put in that bar, and it's interesting and depressing at the same time. So anyway. Yeah, so this video, as it says in the description, Topless Topics and Your Mom discuss Trump, Antifa, Comey hearing, Portland stabbing, and much more. It's got 5,000 views, which is kind of on the small side for my YouTube stuff, so I probably lost a lot of people since I didn't upload for 3 months. And also because I have a pasty in the way. Amazingly, when the pasty's not in the way, I get more views, but then the video either gets marked age restricted or it gets banned. So, yeah, future videos. The full video will be in Vimeo, like always. If I feel like it's worth trying to direct people to, I may edit a version like this where it's got the pasty in the way. See, it was like comically huge, like this baby. You can't even see the baby and stuff like that. So you can go watch it on Vimeo. Try to get people to go watch it. So this has been up. Oh, it's on approval. It's not supposed to be on approval. It's supposed to be on everything published. Don't. Okay. So we'll approve it, but don't hide your nakedness. It is just because YouTube will delete your video again. So, like, was that a question, or were they answering themselves? See, the thing is, I get a lot of foreign people watching my videos, and okay, is it really bad quality? Is that what you're saying? I don't know if I can change that. Here, let me see if I can zoom in. Zoom in. How do I zoom in? I don't know how to zoom in. Oh, you know what? I think it's... I know what it is. That's the bit rate. No, it's not. I don't want the bit rate. Oh, I would have to stop it to change the size, I think. General settings. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Ugh. Okay. So here's the question. Do I want to restart the live stream? Yeah, you know, let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to stop streaming really quick. I'm going to see if I can make the setting bigger so you can actually read the screen, because otherwise, what's the point? And then I'm going to start the stream again, okay? So just sit tight. I will be right back. There we go. Okay, so I started YouTube and I'm starting Facebook. So I tried to set it to 720, so that hopefully that's big enough to actually see. Okay, so is it working? How does it look, guys? What's up, fellow humans? I'm going to open up on Facebook really quick and see what it looks like on there. Post, blah, blah, blah. Why is it not showing? Reload again. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Okay. I think. That's the old one. Nope. Let's see if it works. Maybe. Okay. I think. Here. Let me hear what I'm saying. The old one. Nope. Maybe. Okay. I think. Here. Let me hear what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, that was it. Nope. Maybe. So I don't know why it's. Is it echoing again? Is it echoing? Let me know. It's really confusing because it's like sometimes it gets it. That was me singing. So it's echoing. Okay, why is it echoing? Why do you echo? Setting. I don't want a screen. Yeah, I was singing when I was. There's no echo? Okay, good. So funny. Yes, Mom, I know, that was me. That was me singing as I was fixing it. Okay, so it looks like it's working on Facebook. Let me post it again to Facebook. Okay, so I don't know why they make it like my live events. I don't know why they don't put this stuff just easy to find. You have to like hunt for it. Okay. So I don't know. So luckily the chat window is the same, so that's kind of cool. Why they make it like my, and then the quality says live events. I don't know why they don't. I can go up to 720. It's easy to find. You have to like hunt for it. Stupid cord is getting caught. Okay, so I don't know. So luckily the chat window is the same, so that's kind of cool. Why they make it like my, and then the quality says live events. Okay. I don't know why they don't. So you sure you don't have echo? Because when I listen to it, for me, it says an echo. Why is streaming so complicated? Okay. So it's just when I turn the sound back on to hear myself that the echo comes back. So as long as I can't hear myself, everything's good. That's cool. All right, whatever. So onto the comments. Yeah, I had to stop and start the stream because I realized it was exporting it at like 320 or 740 or something like that, which was way too small to read the comments. And the whole point of this is to read the comments together. So I stopped and started, and now it should be sending at 720. Let me know if there's more problems. The echo should be done. I hope it's done. I turned my sound off, so hopefully it's done. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, so on the mom and her Cleo and her mom talked about Trump and Antifa and all this other stuff. One person said, don't hide your nakedness, it is just because YouTube will delete your video again. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So I get so many foreign people watching my videos, and I'm assuming they're foreign both from their names and their interesting syntax and speech patterns when they write. And it's difficult for me because I understand, you know, if you don't speak English and you've been raised in a culture that tells you, hey, female tits are automatically porn, that there's like an extra level of difficulty in understanding that, no, I'm not here to make porn. I'm here, as I was saying before I stopped streaming, I'm here to show female nude, not toplessness, not even nudity, because you call a topless guy nude, in a non-sexual setting so that people can break that, you know, culturally instilled norm that the only time you see a female's nipples is when it's in preparation for having sex. There's an extra level of difficulty for that for people from different cultures who also have a language barrier to worry about. So I try to be a little more patient, but at the same time, it's really frustrating. It's like if they're more explicitly here just to look if they aren't even understanding what I'm saying, and it's frustrating because it's like how do I explain, hey, I'm not here to be a porn actress without being like stomping all over the fact that they're from a different, I don't know. It's difficult. I really do try not to be like automatically bitchy and short patient, you know, run out of patience or whatever. I just get tired of dealing with the same exact nonsense questions from people over and over and over. And sometimes that frustration comes out. So anyway, so yeah. Let's prove that, whatever. Likely spam. Can you do your topless breastfeeding and photos on Tumblr? I see others on Tumblr. I don't know. That's, yeah, spam. 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 So, published comments for this video. Can you do your topless breastfeeding and photos on Tumblr? I see others on Tumblr. Well, I don't know if Bill Smiles is ever going to read this, but basically, no, I can't. I can, but I can't. I can, but it's the same thing with all the other social media websites where every time I post, and you know, for the whole time that that post is up, all it takes is maybe even just one person to be like, this is porn, report, and then maybe one either mod or algorithm on that website to be like, this is porn, and take it down. For a while, up until almost the past half year, maybe, Tumblr and Twitter were the only two, and theoretically Periscope, but that's a whole other thing, that had pretty Wild West anything goes. Like, supposedly they were against porn, but they wouldn't actually take it down. But since the Yahoo merger finished with Tumblr, which started a long time ago but didn't actually take effect until like half a year ago, and just more recently on Twitter, I don't know what spawned it on Twitter, or maybe it was always the case and I just somehow escaped notice until recently. Now they started taking my stuff down a lot. Gerg can tell you about this because he's seen what I've had to deal with. There is explicit porn on all these places. But again, you know, I'm just famous enough that I get reported, but I'm not famous enough to have any kind of, you know, assistance to fight these bans. So anyway, so yeah, it's a catch-22. I can post it, but oftentimes it's taken down. You should do a video of you jump roping. Porn request. How long does it take to censor your vids? Does it take a lot of time? Possible or censored fast? A lot of boss pasties have to smile. In my opinion, breasts with pasties are R-rated, as without pasties, so I don't really know why. What's the big difference? I don't know, dude. That's my question too. And to answer your question, it depends on, honestly, the bigger and like more stupidly big I make the censor bar, the easier it is for me. Like I kind of did that with this one. It took me like maybe an hour to make sure that the thing was there. And it also depends on what I'm doing with the videos. So like videos with the baby tend to be a lot more of me moving around, trying to, you know, keep him entertained so he's not screaming through the whole thing. So, you know, following our move to the new house, it'll be a lot easier because I can dump the baby off of my parents a lot easier and not have to be, you know, not have to be dealing with that so much. I can actually focus on what I'm recording. So in that sense, it'll be a lot easier to edit, and that's, again, why I'm more inclined to put these videos on YouTube. It's a catch-22, though, because if I make the sensor... Okay, so if I make the censored ball big, it's easier to edit. Unfortunately, I'm a lot less likely to get people to actually click on it because, you know, most of the people click there just to see tits, and the hope is that they click to see the tits, and then they're like, oh, wait, you're right, it is absurd, and then they stay and watch the other videos for themselves, not just to see tits. But if the thing is too big, they're just like, oh, it's stupid, and click off right away before they even listen to it. Now, admitted, a lot of those people were never going to listen in the first place, so was it really such a big loss? Now, if I make them smaller, you know, so that they only cover the sensitive material part, that's a lot more editing for me because I have to, like, move around. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of an animate speaker. I talk with my hands a lot and stuff like that. And so that's a lot more time spent editing. And also, I've had stuff where I did have a censor bar, nothing showed, and I've still had them banned and removed because someone, the moderator or whatever, just didn't want to take the time to watch through the whole video and see that it actually was covered. So they're just like, you know, I'm just gonna ban it just in case there is a flash of female nipple. So yeah, that's fun. I don't know why you keep being here having better places than this. I'm not sure what they mean. I am on Vimeo. I just came back to YouTube because almost no one uses Vimeo. And like I keep saying, I don't make these videos just to hear myself talk. I actually do want to reach people and proselytize the good word of let's stop discriminating topless laws based on gender because it's stupid. But yeah, for sure, YouTube is definitely a cesspool, and there's a lot of garbage people on YouTube. There's garbage people everywhere on the internet, but YouTube is popular, therefore there's a lot more garbage people on YouTube. So here's a question I was actually wondering about. Are any of you guys watching right now, do any of you use Reddit? Because I was debating if it would be worth making an account on Reddit and either doing an AMA. I do videos, you know, I've been a Topless Topics advocate for 4 years or whatever. Ask me anything. I'd probably just get bombarded by people who would immediately like take it down, call me a whore, whatever. But maybe it'll be fun. I don't know. I see like really stupid AMAs all the time. I don't really go to Reddit that much anymore. I used to go fairly regularly, but I got really disenfranchised on it because honestly, Reddit users aren't really better than 4chan users. They think they are, but they're all pretty much the same ilk. But anyway, I don't know, like if I did a AMA kind of thing on Reddit, would any of my actual viewers be interested in that? Like, would you maybe go there and help kind of guide the conversation to an actual conversation instead of it just being everyone hating on me? Or should I just not bother? Probably not bother, but we'll figure it out. Maybe when the website is up. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, next comment. Why can't you act normal? Are you mentally retarded? You are hitting the dog. What? You don't let your child breastfeed peacefully. Link writhing around is making is the one. Link is the one riding around. I'm not. What? Free the nipple is another thing, and being a mom is another. So apparently you're not allowed to free the nipple and be a mom at the same time. Now I know. If you would let your baby twiddle, he would have stayed calm, and you and your mom could have spoke about the topic freely. I think this is the person that was complaining, was like, why don't you let your baby twiddle? It's totally natural. And I was like, well, because it hurts and because I don't want him playing with my nipples on camera. Like, even if that is natural for him, I have enough fucking gross-ass people that are like, oh, can you make a video, like, with a close-up of the baby sucking on your boob? Or can you let me suck your boob? Or can you have a video of your husband sucking your boob? Like, they fetishize everything. And, you know, having them fetishize me, like I was saying earlier, I can't stop people from choosing to do whatever they're going to do. But I do draw the line at them fetishizing my son. Okay? No. If you're going to say stuff about my son and, you know, like either death threats or rape threats or just anything like that about my son, I am blocking you. And I am never going to do that kind of content. Because that's just not okay. Anyway. Oh, Alan, I just did a whole thing about the website. Basically, in a nutshell, we're at about $300 of the initial $500 that we need. I'm hoping that after we move next week and I start doing more variety of videos and pimping the website like constantly, that we can get over the threshold to at least get started. Honestly, if I can, I'll even finance the rest of it myself just to get this started. But yeah, we're going to have to move first because right now finances are way too tight for me to put what limited money I have on my own into this. I have already spent like way too much money on YouTube over the years. But yeah, you know, in the meantime, I'm still going to like have freedom to do more types of videos and do this more regularly. So I'm excited for that. Back to comments. I'm really amused by that. Free the nipple is another thing, and being a mom is another. And they got 3 upvotes, of course. Like, the worse the comment, the more upvotes they get. Oh, and stay tuned, because after we get through these comments, so I don't know how many of you guys heard, but at the last march I went to, I think it was the March for Truth, I was getting followed by this white guy who films stuff and then puts it on YouTube, and he claims to be an impartial observer, but he tags it like crazy SJW screams at man or like stuff like that. So very, very much targeting who clicks on those kind of videos. He followed me down the street filming me and kept trying to get me to like say incriminating stuff about feminism or whatever, and I kept telling him, dude, I'm too tired. Yeah, so he posted that. And even just like when I glanced at it briefly right after he posted, it was already full of garbage comments. And I haven't touched it since then. So I thought it'd be a special treat for us to go watch the video together and see what new horrible comments have amassed. So we'll do that after we get through these ones really fast. Okay. So if you let your baby... Okay, here's a foreign one. Let's Google it. Google Translate. It's almost always, can I have the sex, please? Why do you always write a letter when you take a picture? Gee, maybe because I'm not just here to pose. Go to a porn site. 5 upvotes. Do you get on Periscope? Upvote. I was, until they decided to go against their own promise to me and ban my shit, calling it porn, because Periscope's just like all the other ones now. The comic, oh, that's Gurg. Comic giant myth of censorship, however you might conceal with YouTube, exposing more infinite truth. They just can't resist a good old-fashioned gradient fill. It's true. I love gradient fills. So that was that comment. And then there's the more recent one that's probably going to have more hatred on it because it gets into Gamergate territory. Now, it's only a response to Boogie's response to his interaction with Anita Sarkeesian, but basically the situation was at VidCon this year. Anita Sarkeesian, who did Feminist Frequency, she's been she's one of the core figures of being lumped with hatred in Gamergate. She was on a Women in YouTube panel, and the first 2 rows of this panel were taken up by Sargon of Akkad and his shitlords, as they call themselves, who were there, as they say in their own posts, to intimidate, because it was a game to them. And she got mad and was like, they're like, why do you need to have a panel like this? And she was saying, because my main aggressors are right there. And so, it depends on who you talk to, because according to Sargon and Akkad and everything, we were just there to observe. I don't know why this crazy feminazi flew off the handle at us. From my side of it, I mean, I'll do a video in the future specifically about Anita versus Sargon and how that relates to what I've experienced on the internet. I can tell you straight up, it's bad enough getting all this kind of stuff, all this hatred and stuff like that through text, but when you have someone who actually makes their YouTube career, as Sargon of Akkad and his ilk literally have done, they made their careers out of tearing to people like Anita. Like, out of all his videos, there's something like 30 of them that have her in the thumbnail. And literally all his videos do is like, oh, she's wrong about this, she's stupid, she's a slut, she's this, she's that. And so, of course, he has all these people who watch his videos and are like, yeah, I agree, she's so stupid. So for people like that to show up at your event in person and sit there and be like, as you're trying to, address the whole room, to call that innocent is asinine to an astronomical level. But anyway, so let's go to the video. And this was just my reaction to Boogie's interaction, which was basically he was on another panel and he was saying ahead of time that he was really nervous and he was trying really hard not to offend Anita, but he still managed to offend her. But then after that, no, Sarah's talking to me. Salam, you can calm down. She got mad at him and he was like, no, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to offend you. And then they like chilled out and then they had a good conversation or whatever. But now there's all these people going to Boogie's channel saying like, oh, Anita bullied you into saying this, or they're like, oh, you're betraying your gender and you're becoming an SJW and all this, like, yeah. So anyway, I was replying to his and I was saying, that like, well, first of all, he mentions a lot about having anxiety and everything like that. And I was saying, sorry, I'm trying to slow down my talk. I'm used to people having really short attention spans, and if I'm not like being entertaining, like, oh my god, I don't have my tits visible, so therefore I have to find another way of being entertaining. Sad. So that's why I'm talking fast. I'm sorry. Slow goose fraba. So he was saying that he has a lot of anxiety and stuff like that, and I was saying basically what I just said to you, like, I know how it feels to like be afraid of saying the wrong thing and how stressful that is. And also, no, I know, but my mom was like, stop talking so fast. It's funny because when I called the insurance person recently to like try to figure out if there's a way out of this surprise $250 bill, and they were like, I finished my whole spiel, and she was like, you just talk really fast. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just really nervous. Yeah. Anyway, so I was saying that I can relate to being afraid of always saying the wrong thing, and how ironically, the more afraid of saying the wrong thing you are, the more likely you are to say the wrong thing, because people could just sort of tell when you have anxiety like that, and it just puts them off. And also what I was just saying about how, if there's people that have made a career out of insulting you, sitting 5 feet away from you in front of a panel, that's intimidating as hell. And again, for Sargon's ilk to be like, oh, you're just there to be peaceful observers, is just bullshit. So, likely spam. This person is foreign name and they're posting a bunch of stuff. I'm just not going to deal with that right now. Dishonest frequency. So first of all, his name is focused on feminist frequency, so you know he's going to be an impartial observer. Sargon and other people who were there. Why is it like people like this never understand how to grammar? Critic of Anita's, none of these people have ever harassed Anita. That's not true. And they were not there to harass her. Part of the reason why they were there was the curiosity of seeing Anita in person because she never talks or debates in editor critics. Yeah, that's why they showed up super early so that they took up the entire front 2 rows because they just wanted to see her. Keep drinking that Kool-Aid, dude. This wouldn't necessarily be an issue in itself except for the fact that Anita wants her videos taught in classrooms even though they are filled with factual errors and lies. So, first of all, he's saying that you can't have some in a classroom if they have errors and lies, and I'm not even going to debate that because I don't watch her videos enough to know if they are. But the idea that you have to have something completely, like you can't discuss something if there's errors in it, like that would leave you with nothing to discuss. You can have something with a flawed premise in your class and then talk about why it's flawed. I mean, that's a really strange thing to say. Also, again, them alleging that Sarkhan and stuff have never harassed her. They built their careers out of harassing her. So that guy must be drinking some delicious Kool-Aid if that's how he honestly feels. Yeah, but I'm going to allow it because whatever. It's not a baseless, screaming hate one. It's just a very factually incorrect comment. And then there's 2 held for review. Omega, go back and watch yourself and listen carefully to yourself and stop making excuses for this vile woman. Instead of counting the Anita vids from Sargon, actually watch them and you'll see why so many people dislike her. Not men, but so many women as well. She preys on people like you. Nice tits. So, first of all, 53% of white women voted for Trump. So any, oh, women also feel this way as a this is why you should believe me, just toss that right out the window. Second of all, they ended it with nice tits, proving why they were here the whole time. So, bye. It's also pretty funny because they can't see my boobs at all in this video because I have a huge pasty in the way. Because they censure your beautiful breasts, I need to see you. On the other hand, you have all the reason to take care of your friend. Foreign. Not sure who he thinks is my friend. If he means Boogie, that'd be awesome, but I've only met him a couple of times. And also, how many times can I say? Go to Vimeo for the full video. I don't know how many languages to change that to. You know, Ed, who says that was just to get under your skin. I get this comment a lot from people who support or say they support my videos, you know, oh, they're just a troll, blah, blah, blah. Inevitably, some people that say stuff like that are a troll, but a lot of them are not. And also, it's just, it defeats the purpose of being an activist to just discount everyone as a troll. Actually, that's a criticism that a lot of people level at Anita I've seen is that, oh, supposedly she just calls everyone she disagrees with a troll and tosses out their argument. I do try to draw a line between, you know, addressing someone's incorrect point, but not like letting them stress me out and control me so that I'm constantly playing defense. And that's just something that everyone has to work on for themselves. You know, you are under no obligation to have to play with the trolls or defeat the trolls. If you just want to ignore all those people and focus only on the good supportive comments, you are totally fine to do that. And, you know, I've evolved a lot just on this channel and on my over a decade experience of making videos online in general. I've tried various approaches, and, you know, who's to say what I'm doing now will not change tomorrow, if not a year from now or whatever. Currently what I do is if it's just straight up garbage, just like you're an ugly bitch or, you know, something like that, I just delete it and ban the person because they're not there to have a conversation. If someone's there and they're saying something I strongly disagree with, but as long as they're not personally attacking me, I'll usually allow it. I'm trying to get away from individually responding to people and more kind of gathering up comments that have a similar theme so I can just make a single video addressing to them. And again, you know, I was saying that I want to start having more variety of videos once we move. And I was thinking for the Friday one, it'll be like responding to comments. And we'll mix it up. It won't always just be like friendly comments. You know, maybe I'll gather up a sort of a theme of people, you know, for instance, saying like, oh, they're just trolls or whatever. That could be that topic, and I'll just like show some of the comments that I'm replying to. And then when I get comments that are in the same vein, I can just be like, well, I could write it all out, or I could just have you watch this video. So yeah, there's an idea for the future. Yeah. So, and then on to the published comments, which should be all of them. So, Ashley is obese, says lose some weight, fatty. Troll. You should post it topless to YouTube too to normalize breasts. Watch all the videos where I said why I can't. I view the trolls you spent a lot of this video talking about to be misguided versions of the male sexual instinct to be the aggressor. And the reason topless inequality exists is also because our society expects males to be aggressors. It seems weird to me that you didn't connect those dots in this whole video. Well, that's because I disagree that society expects male to be aggressors. I do think that more allowance is given to men to be the aggressor. I mean, it goes back to the whole, you know, it's her fault for wearing a short skirt, not his fault for raping her. But I think a lot of progress is starting to be made in that regard. You know, like there's that funny thing that pops up sometimes, and I say funny, but it's, you know, satirically funny, where it's like top 10 tips to cut down on rape. And it's like, if you see a woman walking alone in the street, don't rape her. If you see a woman drinking something and you're afraid you might put a roofie in her, leave the bar. Like, it's all like advice towards the male to stop his rapist behavior, rather than towards the girl to, you know, always imagine what might happen. So yeah, I don't think that making more allowances for men to be the aggressor, as this person is saying, is the same as expecting men to be aggressive. Now, the nuances of that, we could make a whole video about. But it's kind of funny that they're like, I made this connection, so it's kind of strange that you didn't make this connection. Because I don't agree. So nice. Another foreign person. Honestly, most of the worst comments, like complimenting comments, tend to come from people with Arabic sounding names. And I mean, there's like, in my interview with Amanda Key, who lived in Qatar for years with her boyfriend, she can tell you, like, it's just a culture out there. There's just, women do not wear, you know, what we would consider normal clothes. Do not wear clothes like that there. And if you do, there's just this cultural assumption that you are a prostitute. It's not like you're a prostitute as an insult. Like, they just literally think that you're a prostitute. And so every time she'd go to a club, regardless, you know, whatever she was wearing, men would come up and ask her how much. So again, there's that cultural barrier where if you're being told that girls, you know, who aren't wearing a burqa are obviously there because they want to sell their bodies, I guess some allowance has to be made, but at the same time, enough is enough. You know, you get this much leeway, but if you're still considering that you that you want to see women that way, you know, everyone has limits. You run out of that excuse pretty quick. Oh my god, and okay, yeah, so that's when I just accepted. At one point, you seem to be calling video makers like Sargon and the others out. Then you point out that there is a right way to address what Anita was saying, which is to address the point she makes and not the person she is, or simply put, not be personal or abusive. I'm not sure if you lump Sargon into the abuse and personal category and many others who are in that front or second or even third row in the audience, but I have to disagree if you do. That was a confusing sentence. Over the past years, I've been watching a bunch of them. Many will not have a perfectly friendly tone of voice and will come off quite adversarial, but Sargon and a good number of the others who address the same topics he does, or at least this is something they do, even when they're criticizing harshly, that's all they ever do. One of the problems I see is that this is never a conversation. It's only one side making claims and the other making counterclaims. However, at least I did notice that the people making the counterclaims try to have a conversation. It becomes really obvious over the years that much of this is based on the frustration that comes with being dismissed without having our ideas challenged or even acknowledged. These people, or at least the ones I'm thinking about, they're not abusive or harassing anyone. They mock, they're cynic, they're not very pleasant at all. They keep pushing the issue and they have to become as loud and omnipresent as possible, which is a reaction to being silenced or ignored. Who is silencing or ignoring white males? Don't start with that. Oh, God. But they don't go overboard. Well, what do you define as overboard? Because I think making a career out of attacking a certain person is overboard. But maybe that's just me as a woman on the internet and someone who's used to getting rape and death threats. They will keep going because they will not let this go on. They will not be ignored. If the only reaction response you're given is aggressive. Oh, okay, it's a really long comment. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm going to have to think about that later. Goodbye, Marcus. Sorry, I know there's not that many people watching, but yeah, I know he's got a furry icon, so whatever. Thank you for your heart. Yeah, this one we already read. Thank you for your hard work. Please keep up the good work. Yawn for upvotes. Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Anon Mask. The foreign name that said something, and I don't know if this is gonna. Will this work? Make us beautiful breasts. Okay, delete. Because they censor you. So that was that one. So now we can just go to comments in general. All videos. I probably should have just done this at the beginning. So likely spam. I'll deal with all that later. If you had considered selling your breast milk. No. Can you convince my mom for nudity from India is totally forbidden there? I want to practice nudity inside my home. Please kindly reply me. I'm really not in a position to convince anyone that they can go nude. I mean, all I can say is that for me, it's not sexual. It's only sexual if you make it sexual, and I choose not to. But I don't. How do you? Especially when you're talking about like an entire culture where there's like no room to see it as different. See, that's the thing too that kind of comes with being a YouTube influencer or whatever the frick they call themselves. Is like it's really stressful because people ask you for advice all the time. But it's like, first of all, I'm just a normal person. I'm not like in a position where I know the best thing to do. And also, it's pretty scary to think that like if I were to tell, I don't know, someone in a country where they literally will jail you for going without a shirt or something like that, telling them, you know, just do it anyway, protest anyway, and then they like go to jail or worse, like I would feel personally responsible. So it makes me really hesitant to talk to people like that, to give them any advice or whatever. And, you know, you have, I guess, two options for dealing with that. One that I see a lot of the big YouTubers do, except for, of course, the people who make their career out of being adversarial, is they just don't talk about stuff like that at all. Like, they just ignore comments like that, or they're just like, you know, I'm not the one to say it, so blah, blah, blah. Or the other one, I guess, is just, you know, throw the caveat that, you know, I'm just a normal person. Please don't, you know, take what I say as literal truth. Just consider it and decide if that's good advice, and then do your best. I guess I try to do that one, although a lot of time I just ignore comments because it's overwhelming. Yeah, so Topless video ad for his Facebook profile. No, I'm not going to add your, what? You are covering, so it doesn't. Yeah, I get so many comments on like the ones where I am covering or whatever. We're like, it's not topless, you lied. And it's like, go to any, like, just look at the videos. Like, I don't understand why people can't be bothered to look at the videos on an account. Like, they just look at the one video like, this is a lie. And it's like, look at the freaking sidebar and all the other videos. But again, I end up repeating myself over and 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 over. So, new policy, stuff that I get all the time. I'm going to make one video, maybe a follow-up if I have to, with my reply to that subject. And then every time someone posts something like that, I'm going to say, go watch this video. I'm not going to repeat myself. Okay. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Reminds me of Flintstones. Search my number here, then call me for nude video chat. Oh, spam. Goodbye. I love nice talk and music while breastfeeding, like an angel whisper. What? You have a giant banner saying this is not porn, and it isn't, but you keep fucking saying naked. Topless is not naked. Learn what naked means before you use the word again. Naked means no fucking clothes. Not nude. How is that so fucking hard to understand? What? This guy has a lot of anger. I'm also not really sure. I was on a nude beach. Black's Beach is a nude beach. Even though I wasn't fully nude, it's a nude beach. What? What the fuck? Yeah, I usually whip my knob end out whenever I talk with my mother or sister. Sometimes I'll give it a little rub while we shoot the shit. You know, totally natural. I bet you use the toilet when he's in the bath too. No, stay in. Don't mind me, Dad. I just got to take a shit. Plop, plop, far. So, Dad, how's your day? Don't forget to scrub your bell end, Dad. Get all the cheese. I can smell it from here. It's like Rockfort. Plop, plop, woo. I'm backed up today. Emoji, 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 emoji. What? Well, if you're asking, yes, we actually do usually go to the bathroom with the door open because we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit if you're giving a shit. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm like running into the bathroom like, oh my god, he's pooping, I gotta go listen. It's just, it doesn't bother me. It's just like, I'll take a shower while he's going to the bathroom. First of all, it's not really that noisy. If it is, you should go see a doctor. Yeah, that's interesting, people. Why are you covering your nipples? There's no problem in YouTube if you show your nipples for educational purpose. As I was saying, I have to repeat myself a lot. Do you think you were born only for nudism? It's just body, but you do not know about soul. Body will be destroyed, but soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. All I have to do is like a mystic voice. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, and primeval. You just a soul, not a body. Body turns into child, adult, and old, and once it will be destroyed. But your soul always remains same. I feel like Jacksonville. So please try to know who you are, why you are coming for this world, and when you will get know who are you, I think your mind will be changed by foundation of religious are knowledge, love, justice, surrender, patience. Sorry for bad English. Well, at least you apologized in the end. Hey, everybody. Okay, we're all fat. Cool for you. Nai, mommy. Gusto. Oh, yes, beautiful. What is that? Probably something about naked. I just love how fucking brainless people get when they're like, oh my god, tits, I must just like throw out words like, yeah, sex, masturbate, fap. Like, wow, you don't have much self-control, do you? Nice! They never speak about taboo, that's misspelled, but we can. Model economic for humanity is possible in 2018, about taboo in the future, naked, sex, topless, about communication in the future, about shame and appearance of the future. Well, if all your writing is that nonsensical, I'm cool. I'm gonna skip that. Oh, they posted it on all my stuff. Cool. Please take a second to see my short film, Revenge, delete. I just, straight up spam, no. I'm not interested. Your plan to desexualize will fail. Yeah, this is the one that we allowed earlier. I hope you realize that there's a lot of people out there because probably masturbate when they watch your videos. It'll fail because sexual attraction is natural, normal, and it facilitates procreation. Yeah, sexual attraction is. Being an asshole is not. In the studies, I've spent most of my life working within technical game analysis and depth psychology. It's well known that many women, primary identifications, mothers commit sexual crimes against infant and young children behind closed doors. Focusing on the male infants and young boys, many of the sex crimes leave the young male something crazy, may fascinated, gain conscious. Oh my god, this is a long comment. Man doesn't realize he's into his raped, crazy childhood ego state. Is this person saying that I am raping children? I'm confused. That females who flash, wear skin tight, and expose themselves are like cheese in a mousetrap to attract very sick clients and those unable or unwilling to gain badly needed treatment. So again, concern trolling. Oh, you shouldn't do this or that, Miss Female, because a male might accidentally rape you. Pass. Just even having, I don't know, I'll figure out what that is later. Think big, be the CEO, get big money, start your startup. Okay. Wife star is for sale. You should promote Hello. No, I've tried Ella before and nobody else used it, so. I knew that shit was going to happen. I was like, this video's going to be gone soon. Enjoy it now. If you're having tits out, it's for educational purpose only. Stupid rule. I agree. And also their definition of education is pretty questionable. Kids grow so fast. Keep up the good work. We need this during these Trump times. Original live stream maybe used to also host TwitCam, blah, 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 blah. Who offered her to do porn? What the fuck? Lots and lots of people. Your son is very cute and seems active. I mean, he doesn't look like lazy babies. I guess he's not a lazy baby. You could say that. He looks like Anthony, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, so these are the ones that I saw before. Yeah, so now we're getting into territory where I said that, you know, he was removing videos or removing comments automatically. And then I asked him to turn that off so we would have something to read today. That was just the likely spam. Now let's look at held for review. Only girl, what's that? Me at blah, 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 delete. I want to sex with you. Are you ready? Okay, we gotta do entertaining voices. I want sex with you. Are you ready? Hot and funny. Hot and funny. I want to come in your mouth. Sexy, beautiful legs. I wish you showed them more. You never in panties anymore. Grandpa always stares at your breasts and large nipples. I find everything that you do to be very admirable. I wish there were more nice people in the world like you. Well, thank you. Vieja loca, ay, something, something, something. It's probably just boobs, 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 boobs. Old woman, crazy, oh, do not me see the tits. What filth, what? You see the tits. Okay. Do some sit-ups. Your belly is almost as big as your tits. I was pregnant in that video. I was, what, 8 months pregnant? It says that in the video. Oh my god, YouTubers are so stupid. Wow, so beautiful, girl! So sexy. I want some milk from your breast. I want some milk from your breast. You're very pretty. How old are you? What size are your breasts? A lot of these people, for some reason, they never pluralize breasts, which is kind of funny to me. Very nice, perfect size. Must be nice to be able to share bras with your dad. Oh, he tried. Right, beautiful boobs on your face. Well, at least you complimented my face. You should do a video of you jump roping. Nope. Nice. Beautiful boobs. I need to know why you always, in your talking videos without breastfeed, yog, or something like that, make it too hot. Hamid. It's called go to a porn site and show your boobs there. Again, as I've said in videos over and over, the reason I don't go to a porn site to do stuff is because then I'm going to get people from other porn videos just kind of naturally going to mine and being like, this is also porn. So, yeah, I don't want to invite that. Also, that's playing into the whole idiot notion that female nipples is porn. If I go to a porn site to post it, people are like, oh, see, she's on a porn site, therefore it's porn. So, yeah. I know it's a pretty difficult, nay, impossible quest to find a way to get social media to actually put that distinction and just, you know, maybe give females the same rights as men. I know it's crazy talk. But that's my goal, not to play into, yeah, female nipples are automatically porn. I know, it's really hard to wrap your head around. I'm sorry. There I am getting all bitchy and passive aggressive. Not to you guys, just to people in general. One of your most viewed videos. I wonder why. Let me see your tits. Sexy boobs. Sie hat einen schönen Busen. So, first of all, this person's picture is literally a man with his legs spread and a penis pointing towards the camera. Again, not famous enough. See, he's so not famous that he can get away with that. If I were to post topless videos, topless icon or whatever, immediately banned. But let's see what he said, and I think that was true. She has beautiful bosom. Yeah. Ban. Oh, this guy again. Good luck, milk. I'm coming hard. Hello, I'm from Indonesia. Request naked breastfeeding sleep. You bloody incest whore. I like you. Upload breastfeeding videos, baby. I like your boobs. This is both cute and funny at the same time. It's a friendly suggestion you continue to wear long pants, even while pregnant panties can only take you so far as appearances go. What? You are beautiful. How come nipple in only 3? I want to see her nipples in all. Zoofy. Is that a word or is that just nonsense? Zoos. It's very funny how someone could be almost completely naked in a video and still manage to avoid the inappropriate content strike just by covering their nipples. Not always. It doesn't matter. Even when I have giant boobs, so, you know, even something like this, I've still had videos removed because YouTube is garbage and moderators are garbage and they don't really look at the stuff that they ban. They just go, oh, okay, That's right. I feel like banning this. Hello. Someone came in. They're probably gone because I didn't say hello back. Statue of David. Yeah, I know. People are just... yeah. Is this entertaining? Should I skip to the other one where the comments are even worse? Like, we can watch that video together? Or do you want me to just keep going on through here? I'm going to keep going on through here until I get an answer because there's a little bit of delay. So, how can you live with yourself? It's absurd. Their name is Donald J. Trump, the strongest leader of the West. Gee, I wonder if they're a free the nipple supporter. Because, you know, it's all about states' rights when it's, you know, having guns and being allowed to, you know, not do business with gay people. But suddenly personal responsibility goes out the window when they don't want to give you the choice for abortion and they want to make sure that you go to jail for having exposed nipples. Oh, Republicans are hilarious. Whenever you need to tell yourself to get those out is fine by me. Quap quap. It's kind of funny. Nice knockers. Too bad you're a leftist nut job. Alas, I lost it. Says it all. I don't know what that refers to. Hey, yeah, so I came here via Dwarfs, but I'm not here to be a dick. Lol, thanks for taking the time to speak with him. I don't agree with you, but I do appreciate your time, effort, time, and energy with the interview. So actually, that's nice. The Dwarfs guy is the one that took the video of me and then was like, crazy SJW, blah, blah, blah. God, I want to fuck her so bad, and I want to do it right in front of her cuckold husband. So why isn't my husband a cuckold that he agrees with me on nipple equality and is totally fine with me being in videos? I really don't understand Republicans and Trump voters' definition of the word cuckold. It's pretty interesting to me. You know, this video got so many views just because of your asymmetrical, unattractive boobs, you sick bastards. No one cares about what you actually say, Raffle. I don't know, guys. Does Game Exposed have a point? Are you only here to view my asymmetrical, unattractive boobs, you sick bastards? You tell me. Nice tits. Jen, you be naked. I respect your struggle and the cause you're fighting, but I can't let you have amazing boobies. New subby. Hi, Cleo. Like, see that gets into, like, I was showing you my Tumblr how I have a couple of pages I made, and one is like insulting compliments, and that's one that, again, I should do a video. I think I've mentioned it, but I'll do one video specifically about where people think that they're complimenting me, but they're actually insulting me by being like, I love your work, nice tits. And it's like, you just completely undermined everything you just said by focusing on my appearance. It's like, do you go to, like, you know, neuroscience's TED Talk and be like, you know, oh, you had some really interesting things to say. By the way, I like your schlong. Like, you don't do that. That completely undermines what they were just saying. And I mean, that's something that people seem to struggle with, and I don't really understand why they struggle with that. Okay, so first of all, that's absolutely untrue, Steve Jones. Have you never seen people have sex with their clothes still on? And also, that is a complete non sequitur. Like, are you trolling or are you actually arguing that? I'm just curious. Because if you're actually arguing that, just good luck. Good luck in life. Hi, Cleo. Do you ever use Instagram? I direct messaged you a discussion I wanted to have on there. It's been a big fan of your videos for a while now. Check your Instagram out. First of all, I didn't have an Instagram when that was posted a month ago. I just recently started an Instagram for Topless Topics. And second of all, I don't really like to have I don't like to have one-on-one conversations with people very often because, first of all, a lot of them are usually just, will you do porn, will you do porn, will you do porn? And even when they're good conversations, the thing is, and I mean, I don't know how to say this nicely, but I have a lot of people that want to talk to me all the time. And it's really time-consuming and exhausting to try to have conversations with several dozen people all at the same time. Where it's like, hey, how are you? What's your day like? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, if I spend all my time doing that, I have no time for videos, let alone real life. So that's why I ignore most of the messages. I'm sorry. I really wish that I could contact and have the free time to talk to everybody at all times, but it's just not realistic. Sorry. New visually demise Lamau. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Let you guys talk about it. So lovely and beautiful tits, but you horrible. So the question is, are they saying that my face is, like, the rest of me is horrible, or that my personality is horrible? So you gotta clarify, haters. You gotta tell me what part of me you're insulting. Otherwise, how am I supposed to know what I'm supposed to be offended about? Oh, you are beautiful. You have gorgeous tits. Hi, fucker, dumbhead, asshole! Someone has Tourette's. Fatty. Fatty? Fatty? Oh my god, stupid! I think it's beautiful. The human body was not created to be shamed. There, you gotta comment. Here's some more foreign stuff. Let me guess. Boobs, boobs, boobs. Close, agile, hellwear bra. Okay. Oops, shit. Let me click on it. Mom, are you still watching? I keep having to remind myself that my mom's watching. Why tense fingering, little open, just as teeny? That was on a video about me breastfeeding my son. I'm gonna think that that's something pretty bad. Oh, one more comment for this person. The left is not open. Yeah, it's because he wasn't sucking on the left one, so therefore if the left nipple showed at any time, it immediately became porn. Oh, baby's back. Okay. Hopefully my husband's in a better mood. He was pretty crunchy when I started the live stream. More stuff today. Well, Delicia, probably something about you have lovely, delicious tits. Swollen little tits that delight. Bam. Nice tits, show nipples, please. I want to beat my meat. Thank you, young ladies. Random plural. For showing your boobs, I think they are beautiful, not pornography. I love boobs! Lose weight, you slag. Topless lady needs shirt put on for the entire video. Believe me, you should not be naked. Just follow Jesus, and he will give you the true freedom that you need. Well, that's a new one. You don't need to be naked. You just need to be religious. That'll give you freedom, because, yeah, freedom and Christianity are totally synonymous. Believe me, you should not be naked. Just follow Jesus, he will give you what you need. They post the same thing to 2 different videos. When your boyfriend looks like it's your mom, haha. So if all you think makes him look like my mom is long hair, then you have a pretty limited scope, and I feel badly for your view of the world. Nice nipple, I'm sure they would be fun to squeeze together and lick all over. See, I get so many of these comments, and the question is always, like, do they actually think that's a compliment, or are they just trying to make me mad? And I would assume, with no other text, that like maybe 70% are just trying to make me mad. But there really are genuine people that are like, they say this stuff and I'm like, fuck you. And they're like, why are you mad? I was complimenting you. And I'm like, you think that was a compliment? Don't ever go in an elevator with a woman at the same time. I'd hate to see how you physically compliment her. I want to see your full body. Please upload a video. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to skip through. Show you wrestle more. You try to keep up inspiring guys not about boobs. Quit YouTube. This bitch is all talk at this point. We don't care. Stay or go. We're just here for your giant tits. Anyway, topless equality will never be a thing, so get over it. Face and tits are a mess. You have great breath. I was like, you're hideous. You're pretty. You're hideous. You're lovely. You're hideous. Oh, online people. By the way, just to remind you, this is all what amassed in 2 months. Since he turned off his, actually no, these are the not commented or whatever, but yeah, we're only to 2 months ago. This is the amount of stuff I get pretty much daily. Make out, blah blah blah. Love this channel. Killers legitimize their action by some specious argument. I think that was on my pregnant and pro-choice video. So clearly I'm a murderer. I'm a killer because I believe in not having to carry a babe to term if you were raped by your stepfather. Looks like my mom's imagining your kid, blah blah blah. Message retracted. What? Imagine your kid finding on the internet when he grows up. That's going to lead to an awkward conversation. How? He's going to know about these videos the whole time. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't mind if women, it's just getting horny, naked woman and more. I will get used to it the more I see it in live. Thank you! This guy gets it. The more you see it, the less, you're going to be like, ugh. I love you so much, my sexy lady. Ugh. Again, Mustafa. Like, I'm not making any judgments. I'm just saying that a lot of the comments like that do come from Arabic-sounding names. I'm not saying anything about Arabic people, just that a lot of the comments come from Arabic-sounding names. And a lot of the hateful ones about, like, oh, you're ugly or whatever, come from American names. It's just an interesting observation. Fucking the nipple present up into your Nienlimech. They tried to make a sentence. You are extremely ugly. This comes from your bad inside. If you think breasts are not sexual, you are a fucking retarded. You are a fucking retarded. Your IQ lower than 60. If you are not even a man, how do you know that breasts are not sexual? You are extremely idiot. I wouldn't even fuck an ugly whore like you. That one is just amazing. We're gonna save that one. Come on. Why is it not letting me search for paint? Come on, where's paint? At least fresh paint, sure, why not? There's like paint and fresh paint now. Ew. Oh my god, that's not what I want. I just want paint. There we go. Do 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 do. Where'd you get those thighs? Where'd you get those eyes? Where'd you get those eyes? Put that over here because YouTube and Facebook are gonna be like, oh my god, there's nudity in here. Do 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 do. Okay, I gotta think of a song. I can show you the world. Says too much. Shining, shimmering, splendid. My throat's a little sore, sorry. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a reading through my hate mail on YouTube and FB live stream. Come and join us. Here. First, we're going to put in a GIF because I love this one. Why are you so obsessed with me? There we go. Alright, so let's post a link to the chat. Let's see, YouTube, my live events. Having to go like complicatedly to find the link. To pause. And Facebook. How long have we been streaming? Oh, come on. 2 hours! No wonder my throat's starting to hurt. Okay, I'm just gonna post this and then I'm gonna go to the other page because honestly there's like a freaking million jillion of these and I don't want to be doing this for the next 12 hours. Oh, I am getting comments now. I wasn't getting comments before. I don't want to be doing this for the next 12 hours. Okay. Oh, I am getting comments now. I wasn't getting comments before. I don't want to do this for the next 12 hours. Share. Okay. I am getting comments now. Facebook is really like, they don't want to give you the actual link. They're just like, you have to look at it on Facebook. Okay. I'm almost done. 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 Topless topics. Feminism. Free the nipple. YouTube. Online harassment. Yeah. Free the nipple. YouTube. Online harassment. And blur. That's enough. Whatever. Okay. There. I was just posting our little clip that we just got. Okay, so this is gonna take forever. Aw, we got some assholes. Cool. Let's ban them. Remove. and time out, and time out. Because honestly, if you want to be an asshole in the comments to my videos, that's cool. You do you, boo. But I'm not going to put up with it when I'm live streaming because I want to leave room for the people who are assholes. Okay, so let's go find that Durst the worst one. Durst the worst. So this is going to be the most traumatic part because this is why I needed you guys to be here with me when I did this, because even just from the little bit that I saw before, it was pretty freaking bad. The comments were awful. So first of all, I'm gonna open the video and I'm gonna let it play, and we're gonna watch it together. So let me figure out where it is. That was like, so you need a couple of these. No Russian hacking. See what he's aiming with his titles, with his things. Here it is. Interesting conversation with feminist Topless. Okay, so let me put my headphones in. And hopefully it doesn't echo. If it does, I don't know why it's echoing. But we're just going to finish the video. And if you want to, if it's echoing, just go ahead. I'll post the link. I mean, I don't really want to. Actually, no, I'm not going to post the link. I want to give them views. We'll just watch it and hopefully it'll get through. I won't talk, so there's no echo, okay?
This is the worst.
Worst the worst, bitch.
Depends on what's going on for that person in their life.
See who was like harassing this girl. I was like, I'm going to help her.
Another big issue that matters to me. So that
let's say the white dude is the white straight cisgendered male is homeless, but we have a black Muslim trans LGBT person who's like lower middle class. Who would you say is more privileged in that instance?
You're making a false equivalency. Yeah. You are trying to make a trap question. I don't have the thing off the top of my head, but basically, it's all about advantages starting off in life. Yeah.
I'm talking about intersectionality.
Being born poor is going to suck no matter what other qualifiers you have. But being born poor and having other things also getting in the way, you know, like if you're a person of color and suddenly you go to a job interview and someone with the exact same qualifications who's white goes, the odds are the white person's going to get the job. That's why it's
we do have affirmative action in higher education, where actually Asian Americans and white Americans have to score higher on the SATs than a black person to get admitted in a lot of cases. So, I mean.
So what is your point? I mean, there's not enough being done in a lot of different situations.
I'm just saying that's a fact. I mean, and also more women are actually graduating from college. What's that?
What is it you're arguing?
I'm just stating the facts. I mean, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the matter. But you know that more women are graduating.
You're a white male, right?
Yeah, I'm a fucking white male.
Are you? What disadvantages have you had in life that you think would have been better if your circumstances had been different? Like, have you ever gone to a job and lost it to someone who wasn't white? Or
I don't know.
Understand where your
there's no way. There's no possible way for me to verify that. So I don't know.
Okay, so how can you possibly verify that someone with this circumstance or that circumstance is worse off? I mean, it's a
that's my question. Actually, that's the root of my question. Like that's my question for the notion of intersectionality. That you may not understand certain circumstances other than like superficial characteristics, you know what I mean? Their sexual orientation or their gender. Just skin, I would say that like skin color is a superficial characteristic.
Are you saying that there actually are no differences, that people are not treated differently based on skin color? The average person.
Well, they shouldn't. If they are, they shouldn't be.
Yeah, but
that's what I mean.
Like you can barely hear me over him screaming in the phone.
But I mean,
sorry, talking loudly.
Treated the same, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. That's not reality. So what is your?
Do you think that can be a reality? Just everybody.
Notice how like I lost my group.
And how would we implement that? Like, would it be?
Not to be called a crazy feminized bitch, but people have to recognize their privilege. And if you are Arguing what?
I didn't say
I'm
that.
not. I'm speaking in general. If you are, not you, but like the royal you, walk into a situation and say, you know, oh, white people and black people are treated exactly the same, like that's not true.
No. No, I mean,
But see, you're saying I'm not. I'm talking in general, and you're taking.
Well, like I was
stance
saying,
of, oh, you're
no, you're not attacking. I'm trying to correct the record and say
My
that
tooth is all crooked.
as far as like college goes,
I had braces when I was a kid.
it is true. For instance, more women are attending college and graduating.
But may I say really quickly that if you think someone has to be what you consider physically attractive to be able to make a point about something like racism, you're a fucking asshole. Bye.
Graduating from college than men. That's one instance. Like 60% of
And you're saying that that's
bachelor's degrees are females. What's that?
What is your goal in stating this fact?
Well, I think that there's a lot of
First of all, I doubt that's fact.
what do you call it? Financial aid programs and grant programs that are aimed at women, and that's you know, I'd say
And you
it's
don't
good.
like that? That's
No.
what I'm asking.
Well, I thought that you wouldn't like that because that's skewing one group over the other.
See, I feel like you're trying to make a trap, and I'm trying to explain it, and it's like I'm running off like 3 hours of sleep, so
I'm running off with no sleep. I'm
running off of sleep.
To meet up with some buddies and check this whole
Well,
stuff out.
anyway, it's not about the left, at least not a sleep part. Point being, there's other people out there that said it better than me, so I'm trying to paraphrase here. It's about the fact of recognizing the disproportionate advantages that one group has and had over.
Huh? Are you guys kind of the end of the march?
We're talking about intersectionality and stuff.
You're on your own crossing the street.
Okay. Well, it's
I find this interesting, by the way. Thank you for talking to me. So
well, I run a YouTube channel. I've run a YouTube channel for 10 years.
I do too.
I know, everyone does now.
What is your YouTube channel? Shout it out.
Card?
Shout it out.
Well,
Ironically, I didn't really get. I got maybe like 3 people.
Do I come across as a right winger? I probably
you
do.
come across as not all men are.
Not all men.
Are, yeah.
Well, why do feminists have a problem with that?
Why feminists?
Because we're not all Donald fucking Trump, right? You obviously, I don't need to like mansplain that to you.
This is literally
Passive
the
aggressiveness.
kind of stuff, I'll give you a couple, that
Cool.
I cover in my channel.
Topless topics.
Free the nipple advocate. If a guy can go without a shirt, why can't a girl?
You know what? I agree with you, but here's the thing. I can't advocate for that because people are just going to think I'm a pervert.
Yes, you can. I hear that a lot. Yes, you can.
And that's kind of a fucked up thing we put on men, isn't
the best
it?
part.
How do you... What?
It's a fucked up thing that we put on men and boys that...
That's the thing that we try to fight a lot is, you know,
That's why he's not even looking at me
film
with
and
the
all
camera.
The thing about a lot of things that people bring up is like, oh, well, if I do that, people are going to call me gay. Yeah, other guys. The patriarchy hurts men too.
I don't see how that makes sense. Because if the system's set up to benefit me, how can it hurt me? If the system is set up for my benefit and my...
Apples and oranges. Benefit, yes, you'll be more...
I didn't even see that lady.
Oh, sorry. It's from the last one. Your benefits come in the form of, again, being more likely to get picked for a job or whatever. Your drawbacks come from treatment by other guys. Who are you afraid is going to attack you? Like you just said, oh, you can't be a supporter of Free the Nipple, or you're going to get called a pervert.
No particular gender, really.
Plus, I wanted to finish my point.
Backpedaling on that.
No particular gender is going to call me a pervert. I just think in general, a guy can't go around saying, yeah, free the tits, yeah!
Here's another
Because they're... You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like kids.
Oh, well,
Here's
whatever.
another great thing to keep in mind. I'm, again, paraphrasing. Guys are worried that girls will laugh at them. Girls are worried that guys will rape them or kill them. It's literally like if a girl is walking around without a shirt, what's going to happen? She might literally get followed behind the back corner and, you know, raped behind the dumpster.
Of course you're aware that the vast majority of victims of violence are men.
Yes, by other men.
Wait, but that's moving the goalpost. That's your fallacy. So before you were saying
Yeah,
that
I love how
the
Republicans
problem is
are
that
always
women
talking
are
about moving the
being
goalposts.
attacked. I pointed out that it's actually more men being attacked,
I'm moving
and
the
then you move the
goalpost.
goalpost. Well, it's men
I'm
doing
moving
it.
the goalpost by saying that men are causing the problem that other men are suffering from. I literally just said the patriarchy hurts everybody. Okay.
But it doesn't. But it
you
doesn't
have a good
oppress.
day.
It doesn't oppress me.
I'm not mentally prepared right now for engagement with you.
Okay.
Hello to everyone on your channel. I invite you going to my channel and telling me what
Another
a
shout
feminazi
out.
cut I am. I'm used to it.
No, I enjoy a lot of feminist channels. I like
Okay.
libertarian socialist
Okay.
rants.
But if you are actually interested in having a conversation,
Sure.
you need to work on
Maybe a live stream or something. I mean, if you have more sleep, we have more sleep.
Yeah, sure.
More food in my belly. I have no
You know,
food right
go
now.
ahead, send me a message. I'm actually in the middle of putting together a website where I want to do interviews and get other people's content and make it a community, not just me.
Cool.
So
Wait, we lost the march, didn't we?
it kind of fell apart really fast.
I want to ask more questions.
And you're like the third white guy to walk up to me and just start talking at me, so it's kind of
Why is it focusing on skin color and gender and
because
why?
you are the third white guy to come up and start talking to me.
Nobody of any other colors
Since the March,
came up and talked at me.
3 guys have gone up to me and started
I'm
like,
not one of
"Did you
those.
know, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, I'm just trying to march, but okay.
I'm not one of those. Oh, I don't see color people.
Not all men,
At the
not all
same
men,
time,
not all
it's
men.
like, why does that have to be the
Not all men.
lens through which people on the left view everything? Why do you think that is?
I'm not gonna go right now, dude. There's nothing I can say that's gonna convince you and yours to see it
Maybe.
my way. And I am not
I've
prepared
been
to have
convinced.
this conversation.
I've been convinced by pro-choice and pro-birth control, sex education. Those
I'm
are.
not saying that I can't ever. I'm saying
And
right
I
now,
wasn't
at this
previously.
moment.
I was.
I like how he asked me a question, then he
conservative
talks
and,
over
I
me.
didn't agree with that stuff, and now I do. I was won over on certain things. You know what I
What you
mean?
doing right now?
What do you mean?
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
going. Bye.
Thank you. Take it easy.
Mansplaining. He was mansplaining. The answer is
That was
mansplaining.
interesting. Shit. Can I go?
So there we go. That was the video. Let's see what his description was. Check out Topless Topics, and then he says his Patreon, buy shirts, blah blah blah. Yeah, like he sells shirts, but all his videos are like, oh, I'm just an impartial observer, blah blah blah. I wish he would let me see what his tags are. By the way, these are the names of like his other. Oops, it's already open. These are like his other channels. Marussian hacking, turmeric pepper laughing at liberals, anti-Trump care, SJW victim, hate speech, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, totally impartial observer. So here's a question for you really quick, while I mentally prepare myself to start reading these comments. Would any of you watching this actually be interested and view enough to make it worth the mental preparation and emotional abuse I would have to go through to do it? Would any of you be interested in actually seeing an interview, conversation, whatever, between me and this guy? Like if I were to film a Skype interview with him, or combat debate, whatever you want to call it, which I really don't want to do. The idea of it's pretty traumatizing, but if he alleges that he's interested in this and wants to hear this, would enough of you guys who watch my stuff actually be interested in that to make it worth it? Or would the response just basically be his people calling me a feminazi, bitch, whatever, and people wanting to see tits? Super uncomfortable now with fear and credibility. Yeah, I agree with that a little bit. I think it'd be good to get stuff trending and whatnot, get more people involved with it. But I really just feel like it would be 90% abuse hurled at me. So I'm not sure if I really want to put up with that. Anita Sarkeesian, whatever past instances of being a bitch she may or may not have done, she's amazing in the amount of horrible shit that's been flung at her that she's dealt with. As I was saying in my response to Boogie, is like, I've only dealt with like a tiny percentage of that. And even I'm like, so, yeah, well, maybe we'll make it that a goal then. We'll say, if I can get to, I don't know, $1,000 donation for the website or something, I will contact him about being in an interview or whatever. I'm sure he'd love it because he has a well, not huge, but he has a pretty loyal audience of people being like, oh, fucking horrible bitch feminazi, blah, blah, blah. So, like, it'd be a walk in the park for him. Yeah, controversy sells. Okay, well, I'll look into that. So two future goals of things I want to maybe try, even though it's going to be pretty emotionally traumatizing, is try a Reddit AMA. I'm someone who does free the nipple videos, ask me anything. And then if we can get to, it's not that I'm like, oh my god, give me money. It's that I literally have to have some kind of reward in mind to put up with the emotional trauma of having that much hate in me. And you can call me a liberal snowflake who needs their safe space all you want. The truth is, having that much concentrated hate directed at you is pretty exhausting and traumatizing. So yeah, I'm not gonna just do it for shits and giggles. I'm not that strong. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, you guys have to like type clap because you're not, I don't actually have your video. You have to like type clap at me so that I can use it like Tinkerbell and have the energy and make sure that I'm pumped up so I can start reading these comments because they're really bad. So come on, everybody, give me energy. I'm mostly just doing this to see how many people are actually still watching. I don't know how long the delay is. Let's sing since it pissed off those other two people. I don't know why it doesn't show me how many people are supposedly in the room. It's really frustrating. Let me try loading the thing really quick. Stop doing that. YouTube, I just keep having to like type everything in every time. Excuse-moi. It doesn't tell me. Oh, 18 watching. Okay. So according to YouTube, there's 18 people watching, but I don't know. Bye, Mom. I don't know where these people supposedly are because only Gerg and Ed Wells are commenting now. All right. So let's get through these comments. Oh, this is what I left right before when Mary posted. Wow, how did I know what the comments were going to say before I ever checked them? It's like magic. The act of not sharing this video far and wide reinforces the patriarchy. Better hop to it. Haha, I'm not giving you views, fuckwad. Topless, how did I know you were a fucking idiot like magic? A fucking failure in life, nothing to do, so attack the very people got you your fucking rights, dyke. I hate all of you. What? Who am I allegedly attacking? M says clap. Oh, thank you. Topless topics PS. Go make me a hitch bitch. Hold the tomato. Hopefully you got more than 3 hours of sleep today. Lol, you're going to be inundated with trolls and joy. Alas, I got like 2. Most of them didn't want to give me the views, I guess. Doris the worst. I'm going to insult this chick with true insults and facts. She's one of those that would take up for Nambla than a poor hungry white male. I don't even know what that means. Hiram Wood, it's already begun. I shall lead the way. We can start by getting her to follow her mission, barefoot making me a sandwich in their kitchen. If a woman acted and exposed herself where I'm from, she would be stoned. Spoiled Western women will pay for their degeneracy. Go to her channel and check out her tits. Lol, no wonder she would rather you stare at her tits. She's got a face like a 6-pack of smashed ass with fucking candy corn for teeth. I wish my teeth were made out of candy corn. I am one of those rare individuals that actually really likes candy corn. Of course, then I eat them and they'd be gone. Just remember, Durst is the worst. Subscribe, bitch. Oh, hey, it's Games Exposed. That's the one that I was asking about earlier, saying, do you guys agree that people are only here to look at my tits? Topics because you're dishonest and trying to clickbait your neo-Marxism with titbait. Words aren't violence. Put your big girl pants on. You'll be fine. I love how these people that are like, oh, it's nothing to be like attacked online have never had to deal with literally daily death threats, rape threats, you're ugly, go kill yourself, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can tell yourself they're just words all you want, but it takes practice to actually believe it. you know, and if I were a shitlord like them, I would lead legions of people to give them a taste of their own medicine. But I'm gonna pull a Michelle Obama here, and I'm gonna take the high road. But if you wanted to go to their page and let them know your feelings, I wouldn't say no. Anti-white women are filth, and they are to blame for every rape-fugee terror attack in the West. Women should not have the right to vote. They destroy the West with libtardation. 51 upvotes. I know we know what his political leanings are. Go be full retard somewhere else, please. Well, I guess that's technically in my favor. I don't know. Little Black, oh yeah, this is the Little Black guy. Little Black is right, that is fact. Look what's happening in Sweden, Germany, UK. Europe is being invaded because feminism leftards has took over, oh my god, English, learn some. Political positions of the EU, it's sad. 5 upvotes. What this woman says is complete bullshit. What a motivated fool she is. When I was 21, I illegally entered the USA with only enough money to buy a used $300 car where I slept for 2 days. First year, blah, 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 blah. Liberal paranoid fallacy of white privilege, blah, blah, blah. Because I entered the country illegally and I succeeded. Therefore, no one ever has to struggle ever. Yeah, cool. Really, because like usual, the guys have fucked off and left everyone else holding the bag. Guys are all barking no bite unless they go full retard and shoot up a bunch of people over a divorce custody dispute. Oh, that's in reply to the first comment. Man, you are really obsessed over domestic violence, daddy issues, the royal families will look excited by fire. These dumb broads are always talking about male violence, but they will never address blacks or Muslim violence that is disproportionate. Yeah, disproportionately covered, maybe. They always have to align themselves with minorities against white males to gain more power in numbers. She's not anti-white goofball lol. Thank you. Except she is anti-white goof snowflake. Oh, this is the Donald J. Okay, so I did get, I guess, more people from Durst the Worst than I realized. It's just they didn't say that they were from Durst the Worst. She can go topless all she wants, but her teeth would be the bigger distraction. Again, if you think that someone has to match your definition of physically attractive to make points about, you know, social injustice in the world or whatever, then there's basically no reaching you. You're that level shitlord. You don't need to mean a glitter because we both know you was looking at your mouth and she's on her topless. We enjoy the free the nipple show. P.S. This pervert thing he was talking about with her. Damn, he got me. If she's face down, you won't see her teeth. She has snaggletooth. I can only imagine she also has snaggle puss. Does he think I have teeth in my vagina? I mean, that'd be cool. I could be like a, you know, Guinness World Records or something. These white, oh, here's a condemnation of violence. By the way, again, to Anita Sargon or whatever, these are the exact kind of people that make people like Sargon popular. So, again, to say that them being there are just, you know, just there to see Anita, they're not there to intimidate, is complete bullshit. And you need to stop pretending like that's what's actually happening. These white women need to be checked, aka punched, by white men. This shit ain't gonna fly anymore. 26 upvotes by cowardly little keyboard warriors who are just gonna, you know, sit there and be like, yeah, you should beat women while I judge from behind my keyboard. And what are macho Nazi, see, someone else said it, thugs like you actually gonna do? Repeat the same old cycle of domestic violence because you're seeking controls of others? Control yourself first and stop acting like a man-child. Grow up. Tell you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try and get mentally challenged people like you to get the help you need, and if you refuse, we'll have to lock you up like the people that like to cut off women's skin and wear it as their own. Face it, you're either an idiot or a psychopath that hates educated white men. What? Who said anything about domestic violence? Way to take things out of context, dumbass. You just said you want women to be punched by men. Kind of implied, and a good dental plan. She wants to free the nipple, but don't say tits around kids, derp. Yeah, because first of all, tits is kind of offensive. Not to me, but to a lot of people. And also, yelling tits, like, there's a difference between here I am, you know, topless, you're invited to not look or whatever, but like going out of your way to be like, fuck you, tits, blah. Those are totally separate things. But if you don't see it that way, I don't know how to convince you. LOL! I do enjoy the fact she actually had a decent conversation. That is few and far between nowadays with current feminists. Faint praise. One thing is the minority. I wish left-leaning person such as herself would always stop pulling race. Crazy nowadays. So there's I can't remember the name of it, but there's a term for minority people who are basically like, You know, like, oh yeah, I agree with the white people. Everyone else is like too whatever. I think it's like Uncle Sam or something. I think they should change it to Omarosa. You know, Trump's one black friend. Make it a little more with the times. The female version of like a female being like, yeah, why are all these girls complaining? Men are awesome. Is Pam, I think. Makes me unhappy in Samoa and don't have to deal with blah, blah. And also, like, with this guy and the other guy that says he came to the country illegal and everything, people are, like, upvoting him, but it's hilarious because in any other circumstance, they'd be like, get back to your country, you bleep, bleep, bleep. Whites, mainly those on the left, will cannibalize each other just to look better to any other race, regardless if that person truly cares for them as an individual. I like how he's saying, he's assuming that I'm, like, making stuff up because I want to look favorable to people from other races. Maybe it's just that I don't think that that's a cool way to think, and you know, I'm trying to make people aware of their own biases. Like this is one thing that cracks me up because I'm actually not really that far left leaning compared to a lot of the people I know. Yeah, Uncle Town. There you go. I don't know why I said Uncle Sam. You know, because like I have friends who are very, 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 very liberal, very, very like they will fight you, and some of them do like automatically like if you're white you suck. And there is a lot of fractioning in the left. There's a lot of, you know, identity politics and stuff that, you know, it's fine to think that way if you want. But the truth is, you know, the reason that Republicans are in power and may possibly stay in power for a long time, in addition to Russian meddling and gerrymandering and stuff like that, is that they are unified in their hate. You know, whatever subsets of Republicans there are, they seem to be capable of putting that aside and voting down the party line. Whereas, as you know, us lefties, there's Democrats, there's independents, there's Green Party, you know, like that. And like, you know, there's abstain votes or whatever, because everyone's like, I want my specific version of everything to be matched. And if you disagree with it at all, then you're the worst and I won't vote for you. And I understand that it sucks. And like the whole voting for the lesser of evils really sucks. But protest votes, etc., in addition to meddling and Russian whatever, you know, and gerrymandering, that's how we got Trump. And if we don't address that, we're going to stick with Trump. We're going to stick with the GOP. We're going to go into a deeper and deeper and deeper nosedive because we have to, at least nowadays, you know, we have to suck it up and we have to unify behind, you know, a person who aligns the most with what we agree with. Maybe not perfectly, but aligns the most and try to get that person in power. Otherwise, things are just going to get shittier and shittier and shittier and shittier and shittier. So, anyway, rant over. More from Little Black. Is nothing new. Libtardism is a disease. Separate white something. Other white women. Blah, blah, blah. How easy is divided race. Some blah, blah, blah. You wonder why they don't have conversations. They contradict themselves 3 times. Okay. If you live in the U.S., you're... Here we go. If you live... More of this Little Black. Man, this guy's obsessed with me. And you're a white male, you should knock out such white women. What a useless hoe. 17 upvotes. Yeah, act like Antifa scum. That'll help us win. Antifa don't hit women. They just hide behind them. Okay, cool. At least she was cool enough to talk about it, even if everything out of her mouth was retarded, and she said hi and shouted out her challenge. She's not like the others. She's not fully indoctrinated. Again, this like faint praise, where they're like, at least she's not as retarded as the rest. Like, you can keep your praise. You're a feminist bitch. Like, even as this guy is like saying like she's not as retarded. By the way, don't say retarded. They still are like, you're a feminist bitch. Shut up. Like, talking about people eating their own, you know, eating their own young. Get back in your box, new to yourself, you're completely oblivious, just like the deaf leftists in these videos. Like, this is why I'm misogynist. This is why I hate people in general and have always hated humans in general. Like, there's some individuals out there that I like, but I think most humans are basically garbage. Garbage until proven otherwise. Because humans are just so easy to, we're just so easily led to hating each other and attacking each other. And it's bizarre to me. It's true she has her opinions, I don't agree with them, but she was pretty cool about debating those opinions at first. She's not wearing ninja costumes and calling everyone a racist. She was pretty cool despite the fact that I don't agree with her on anything. Ouch, cut myself on that edge. Also read comments before going full potato. It's a trap. Aha, feminist hate speech is so funny. They think their hate and discrimination is justifiable and lawful. Really? Have you seen the horrible shit in the MRA MGTOW areas? It's much worse. Stop being a hypocrite and then fuck your own side first. I like this guy. Arm with a damn, your slags like the weird fan. Aw, he came so close. This is like the I love your free the nipple work, nice tits. It's like oh. My wife is more than I have one woman who's dumb enough to marry me, therefore I can't possibly be sexist. Girl gets beat up by a random guy, suffers trauma. Poor girl, she's the victim. She didn't deserve it, I agree. Man gets beat up by a random guy, suffers trauma. Yeah, but it was the man that beat him up, so he's somewhat to blame. That's not what I said at all, but okay, cool try. Patriarchy theory. Yeah, really staying out there, Durst. This lady has a really traditional outlook. Sadly, Portland is filled with crazy know-it-all people like this. That was not interesting. That's what interesting means retarded. Like, let's take a shot every time I say retarded on this page. I think she won the debate, to be fair. Ooh, I'm surprised that guy's not getting called a feminist bitch. This video was shit and showed little of your insight. You may come off as an unintelligent dweeb who can't formulate a well thought, especially if someone stated that they don't want to have a conversation with you. Grow up, you wanker. Egocentric much? Only when it suits me with witless chaps such as yourself. Listen, white guys compete with other white guys for the same job, so every time a white guy is hired, another one is not hired. Are we almost done? I guess having an actual conversation with a feminist can be considered interesting even though nothing really comes out of it. She's a cutie pie. Dude, I think you might be gay. The white women love the invaders, open borders, hugs and kisses, and we want them to rape white women and girls, you unworthy filth. It will come to you and your offspring. So that nonsense has 5 votes. Okay. These people are bigots and have very low opinion of people of color, which is why they still use the term. Actually, supposedly, people of color keep saying they want to be called people of color. I can't keep up. Women and the LGBT, they actually believe is what kind of person you are that dictates your lot in life. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to do that. You are the 3rd white guy to come up to me. He literally is. Oh no, they're going to talk about video games at Comic-Con and bore them to death. What? Give that lady an ice cream scone with 2 scoops? Okay. Fuck them. Yeah, see, I had to struggle, therefore there's no such thing as white privilege. God, these people are so stupid. I'm not mentally prepared to have this conversation with you. Yes, most leftist SJWs are not mentally prepared about anything. I came here for the tits. What a nice civil conversation. I would love to see a live stream of the 2 of you sharing ideas. Oh, they said, I wouldn't mind that, except the comments would be disproportionately populated by Durst's crowd. Telling me to kill myself, and honestly, that doesn't sound like a particularly enjoyable time for me. Smiley face. Probably gonna get a whole bunch more haters from that. False equivalency, way to shut down conversation, talk about oppression, really? How are they not topless? Linked her channel, she was nice enough. Stupid libs, I lost a job to someone that wasn't right because I was technically white. All of these like, oh, I lost a job, therefore there's no such thing. I like feminism to a defender refusing to play in defense because they feel martial. What? If you do not believe in God, their traditional roles. Oh, he's one of those. She's going to give her head, go free. Guys are perfect for each other. You can make some snaggletooth. What? Assumptions on presumptions. Why not 3rd person instead of 3rd white guy? Oh my god. Great job, man! They didn't deserve to be filmed. This woman is fire. Other YouTubers post, but the women need to act so. Why we need to act condescendingly? Holy shit. Libtards. Patriarchy. Well, it's not very good patriarchy now, is it? That's the entire point. You're using too much logic. She can't keep up. One of her teeth is more privileged than the other. Look at her. She never got any dick. Of course she hates men because no men want to enjoy her disgusting existence. This all just makes me think of that one meme where it's like the picture of the epitome neckbeard guy with the fedora or whatever, and he's like, crooked teeth, wouldn't fuck. What a retard. Why are feminists so damn ugly? If you buy her some drinks, they will ride you like a hobby horse. Why do a lot of feminists sound like they are shitting when they talk? Blah, blah, blah. How dare you? Da, da, da. I like you're kind of arguing very logic. What a fucking moron. How much do they want? Blah, blah, blah. She's already in one. I'm amazed when people aren't happy when they change advantage. His point means she's a racist man hater. You both sound dumb as fuck. The truly serious said stop being white themselves. You're a fucking white male. Yeah, you're a fucking white male. You're a fucking grill. So it's like, all these comments can be boiled down to, she's too ugly to be a feminist, or she's retarded, or I had to struggle, therefore there's no such thing as white privilege. That's basically the three. I am Donald Trump, so soft like a simp and a mangina, trying to appeal to feminazi. He needs to learn something about female nature. He comes off as a thirsty soft boy. Learn some Mugatao stuff. So again, it's a little black, the star of this comment thread. Again, you know, you guys and I watched this video and we're like, wow, this guy was condescending and attacking as fuck. But his own crowd is like, oh, you're so simpering and soft and you're sucking up to that feminazi. It's really similar to the responses you see on Boogie's thing, where he was like, I was trying not to offend Anita, and all his fans are like, oh, you're giving into the feminazi. You're so weak. You're such a cuck. Oh, the internet some days, people. Third wave, so ugly, mentally able, brainwashed, majority welfare, the pigs. Cool. So, yeah. So that was that. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Too long video, lose some weight. Alright. So thanks for watching. There's an adorable picture of my son to take us out. That did take stamina. Not a lot of people watching, but that's okay. I'm not sure if YouTube will actually make a video of this or not. I'll look into it. Gerg, if you want to go ahead and re-enable your thing that gets rid of garbage comments, I'm okay with that. Because honestly, I don't think I'm missing out by not seeing a lot of this stuff. The thing is, I didn't even get through like a third of the comments that have amassed in the last month or so. Like, there's a lot out there. So that's why, if you're wondering why you left a comment and I didn't reply, I didn't get to it, because it's mentally exhausting and time consuming trying to look at all that. Now I need to go find my husband and apologize that I stepped on his 7 days playing time. Hopefully he forgives me. And as for the rest of you, garbage posts are garbage, yep. As for the rest of you, thanks for watching. If you, again, I'm sorry for repeating myself, it's just for people that haven't heard the last few times I said it. If you want to help me make the website a reality, go to topless.tumblr.com and go on here on the sidebar. Click the everything you need to know about the Topless Topics website, and there's this write-up that I apologize for the ugliness of it, but again, I don't have that much control over how it looks on Tumblr. This is just a temporary thing until we get an actual website. There's 3 ways you can donate. One is you can buy something on my Etsy page. I have the prints, and then I have, well, I'm gonna have more of it, but like I have one so far of these. Whoops, I just pulled it off. Of these. They won't break like that. That one was a free. Ones like this, or I'm going to make some smaller ones too, and try to sell those. And unfortunately, they take a long time, so they're going to have to be kind of expensive, but maybe I can figure out a way to make them faster. You know, send it to Ivanka's sweatshop to make them or something. No, I'm just kidding. Horrible joke. Yeah, I will, yeah, so you can look at the Etsy page, or you can go to the Free Funder page. Oh, and the thing I never mentioned about Free Funder is they have a thing where if you share links to the Free Funder campaign, you have to use the links on the Free Funder page. They actually will add they will add donations to your Free Funder campaign, I guess as part of a promotion to get more people using Free Funder. So it's something like if you get 20 Facebook posts, you know, unique Facebook posts, you can't like have the same page posted 3 times or whatever. They'll add like $20 or something like that. So just something to think about, you know, even if you can't, you know, you can't or you don't want to donate, if you don't mind, consider go to the Free Funder campaign page, look for the icon for where to click, and share it. And if we get enough of that, supposedly Free Funder will add money to the pot. Hi, you came in just at the end of the stream, but I think it'll make a video so you can come in and watch from the beginning if you want. And then the last one is just my Patreon, which you can start and stop at any time. It doesn't charge till the end of the month, so if you start now and you change your mind before the end of the month, you can cancel it or you can change the amount. Yeah, so I'm trying to get to $500 to hire the web designer and buy the domain and, you know, all this other stuff. And then once we get to 500, we can get the preliminary website together, and then I can start, you know, funding, adding donations after that to improving the website, adding more features to it. And then once the website's pretty robust, we can start doing more interesting content, like going out and, you know, interviewing people and stuff like that. And really the funds is mostly just for software licenses, because that shit's expensive, and I don't want to pirate this stuff because, one, that's risky, and two, it's just, I don't know, I'm trying to be as professional as possible if I can, you know, and like I was saying at the beginning, I want to be professional so that when I'm approaching people to try to get them to do interviews with me and stuff, it's not just like some girl in her bedroom taking videos with her shirt off. It's like a nonprofit, basically. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go now. I think I'm gonna go play some Overwatch or something because my voice is shot. Yeah, that's that. Okay, bye. Wrong window. Doop.